Test, test. I can now. Yes.
Test 1 2. You can hear me?
Test, test, test. And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to Columbia Central High School basketball. I'm Barry Duke, along with Lou Maddox, bringing you Columbia Central High School basketball action tonight from Columbia Central High School as the Columbia Central Lions and the Lady Lions take on the Spring Hill Summit. Not a district game anymore, but it's a regional game, and both teams warming up as we get ready for basketball action in just a few minutes with the starting lineups and more right after this in a few minutes. Both teams warming up. Columbia Central not quite. They were playing without 3 or 4 players, Lou, and now they're only playing without 3, I think. And and congratulations to the Columbia Central rugby team as they won the state on Saturday. So big congratulations to the Columbia Central High School rugby team.
It seems like, Barry, since I was a little kid, I've been hearing about the Lady Lions rugby team, going to state tournaments and winning state championships. It's like a perennial powerhouse type of program that they've got here at Columbia Central for rugby.
Well, that's funny you said just a little kid because you are young, but I think the program's only 5 or 6 years old.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, then it must have been going back into my middle school days, but they've been good.
Yes, they
the
jumped
whole
off.
time.
Yeah, they started off well. I think in the second or third year they won the state, and then they won the state like 2 or 3 times in the last 6 years, and finished third in the nation last year.
Wow!
So this year they still, they won the state and have an opportunity to play nationally. And
well, what we saw Friday night, I was very impressed and almost blown away by the tenacity and physical style of play that the Lady Lions brought to this basketball court against Whites Creek Friday night. And now we get some rugby players back into the lineup. That's going to even add even more of that physical nature to the identity of this team. If I'm Summit right now, I'm kind of scared a little bit, Barry.
I don't know if they should be afraid or not, but the tenacity of the Lady Lions is unbelievable, and I just hope they can continue to keep it up. And I was talking to Coach Megan Moore the other night about it, and like she said, they got the dog in them.
Yeah, they do.
They can be a princess all day long, but when they get on the floor, they got the dog in them, and that is the ultimate compliment. And they're not big at all, but they will play. They will play hard.
Yeah, it seems like it's always been their identity. They've never really had a lot of size. They got the one player that is kind of finally got some size at one spot, and she's kind of coming into her own as well. But for the most part, this team is not very big at all. But they play like they're all 6'3".
Exactly, and the new player, Anaya Davis, is almost 6'3", so they got some size now.
Yes,
but the Lady Lions play hard. We talked about a double-double for Savia Morgan the other night. She had 18 points. 11 steals.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
And her record, I think we talked about that too, her single-game steal record was 13, so she almost broke her own record.
Exactly. She can do that tonight, break her own record tonight against Summit.
I promise you nobody in here is going to be surprised, or anybody watching. And by the way, we are live tonight. Hopefully we've got some of these kinks worked out from Friday night. Not a lot of people in here tonight, so I think the Wi-Fi is a little bit more open. But we do have a live stream of both of these games, the Lady Lions and the Lions tonight, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and on our website, WKRMradio.com. But you can find all those handles. WKRM on Facebook is the most watched version of that. So if you want to get a live stream of this basketball game, head over to Facebook.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Looking for convenience? Try Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across Murray County, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Whether stopping in on your way to work for coffee and a biscuit, taking a plate lunch to go, or grabbing something cold to drink after a long, hot day at work, there's always one nearby. Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Proudly serving Shell gasoline.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This is Elk Kennedy. The old saying is, happy wife, happy life couldn't be more true. Many years ago, my wife, Mary Susan, had major surgery on her back, but continued with chronic pain. Doctors were saying invalid, disabled. But then she found the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, and Chronic Pain in Franklin, Tennessee. It has changed our lives. We visited there recently with Dr. Wendy Toohey, saw the state-of-the-art facilities. Folks, don't take a pill. Call Dr. Gill.
Go to callmepainfree.com.
This is WKRM 103.7 FM and 1340 AM, the home for the Columbia Central Lions for the past 75 years.
Welcome back to the Columbia Central High School Gymnasium. Starting lineups for the Summit Spartans. Number 10, Bridget Ali. Number 5, Quinn Johnston. Number 21 is Tarek Shear. And rounding out the starting 5 for Summit is Leah Beth Cook. And number 32, Trinity Garcia. They're coached by Harold Merle in his first year at Summit High School. He spent over 10 years here at Columbia Central coaching the Columbia Central Lions. Hal Merle. Starting for Columbia, number 12, Samira Angus. Number 10, Tiana Davis. Number 4 is Anaya Mulholland. And rounding out the starting 5 for Columbia Central, Kayla Crawford, a 5'7" junior.
I can imagine it's pretty weird for Coach Merle to walk back into Columbia Central High School, but this time as an opponent that, spending so much time here as he did, it's got to be strange to come back.
It has to. Jumping center for Summit is Jaden Pittman, jumping against Columbia's Tiana Davis. Davis giving up about 4 inches. Summit, dark blue uniforms, white numerals trimmed in orange. Columbia Central, white tops and bottoms, purple numerals trimmed in gold. Tip is up, slapped away, now controlled by Summit. Summit with the basketball. Johnston running to the point, hands it off. Gives it off to Ali. Game just underway between Columbia Central. Lady Lions coming in with a record of 2-0, having 2 straight home wins, taking on Spring Hill Summit. Summit with the basketball, working on the left side, works it around the perimeter. Columbia in a 2-3 zone. Shot put up, Summit, up and in. Basket is up and in, and it's good by Leah Beth Cook. And Summit gets on the scoreboard first. Davis, 3 on the elbow, shot no good. Rebound taken off Summit. Summit pushes it down the floor. Summit with a jumper off the glass, no good. Long rebound, chase, taken off by Mulholland.
Good rebound by Anaya.
Anaya Mulholland with the rebound. Kicks it off to Morgan. Morgan behind the arc on the left side, gives it off to Mulholland. Off on the right side to Angus. to Crawford. Out on top to Morgan. Columbia works it around the perimeter, trying to get a good shot. Dumps it inside Davis. Davis on the baseline. Trapped. Puts up the shot, and it's good.
Good job.
Davis spins, shoots, scores off the glass. Tiana Davis with the Lady Lions' first bucket. And we're tied at 2 with 6:30 left in the first quarter.
It was a great move inside.
Columbia Central taking on Summit. Summit with the basketball, works around the perimeter, works on the left side. 3-point shot, Ali, up and in, it's good.
Wow.
Bridget Ali knocks down the tray, and Summit leads Columbia 5-2. Morgan with it, walks it into front court. Morgan getting directions from Coach Megan Moore, setting the offense. Kicks it off on the right side, Davis. Davis with it to Morgan. Columbia playing without Kiana Edwards, who's at the National Training Center in rugby. Morgan drives, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Summit.
I'd like to see a little bit more physicality on the defensive side of the ball from Columbia. They kind of started a tiny little bit flat.
Shear with the rebound, dumps it inside Ali. Shot put up Summit, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Angus. Samira Angus with the rebound, down to Crawford. Crawford pump fakes a three, won't take it on the right side. Gives it off to Angus, to Morgan. Left side pass, Davis. Back to Morgan. Morgan, top of the key, now backs it out to Mulholland. Kicks it off Angus. Angus for three. Too much. Fight for the rebound. Crawford.
Wow.
Crawford with the rebound. The snatch and put back, and it's good. Crawford.
Great effort. That was a great effort by Crawford. Just ripped it away from Summit right there. Went right back up to the basket. It was a good high shot off the glass.
Kayla Crawford. Summit with it. Kicks it off on the left side. 3-point shot. Summit. No good. Rebound Columbia. Mulholland. Mulholland pushes it down the floor to Morgan. Morgan to the hole, puts up the shot, got bumped. Shot is up and in and one. It's good. Morgan, what hang time and what touch as she put the shot on the breakaway up and got fouled on the play.
I said something about physicality on the defensive side, but they've kind of brought some physicality to the offensive side right there. A great, hard, tough shot going up to the basket by Savia right there on a 3-1 break. And right before that, Crawford, on the putback.
Free throw, back rim, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Summit. Summit with the rebound. Ali. Did you see who committed the foul? I was so excited about the shot.
I did not.
Ali carries the ball, works on the right side, takes it down the lane, and dumps it off. Got a wide open shot up and in. It's good.
What a pass. Great
pass that time inside to Jaden Pittman, recipient of a great pass from Ali. And it's a 7-6 ball game. Morgan drives the lane, is bumped before she could get the shot off, and a foul called on Summit.
That pass on the other end, that was kind of impeccable. It kind of went back over the top of her head. Really didn't even look, and it was a perfect ball right to that bottom post spot. And a great shot.
Cook commits her first foul, team second. Columbia inbounds it to Davis. Davis with a shot off the back rim, no good. A rebound ripped out of there by Johnston. Check that, ripped out of there by Pittman. And they call a foul on Columbia as Columbia tried to tie her up on Mulholland. Mulholland commits the foul. Mulholland commits her first foul, team first foul. Full court pressure, Columbia. Ball deflected, goes out of bounds, and last touch by Summit, Columbia's basketball. Great defensive play that time by Savia Morgan.
Yeah, Savia that time didn't get to the ball, but she forced a bad throw or a bad inbound pass, and that kind of makes up for the foul right there as it goes out of bounds, and Columbia gets a turnover.
Columbia gets it into Crawford, to Morgan. Dumps it off on the right side. Skip pass. Shot on the baseline, Columbia, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Columbia. And into the game for Columbia, Kiana Edwards. Shot put up and in. Morgan from 8 feet is good. Savia Morgan. So Columbia gets Kiana Edwards back. Basket is good. The score, as there's a timeout on the court, it's Columbia 8, Summit 7. We'll be back right after this.
Are you a homeowner looking to unlock the potential of your home equity? Explore a home equity loan with First Farmers. Hi, this is Felicia Brown with First Farmers, and we would like to invite you to access funds with a home equity loan. For home improvements, invest in education, or simplify your finances, you can make your dreams a reality with the power of your home equity. Get started today. Apply online at myfirstfarmers.com or call to speak with one of our team specialists at 1-800-882-8378. Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Columbia Central High School Gymnasium. I'm Barry Duke along with Lou Maddox. Full court pressure, Columbia. Morgan almost gets a steal, can't control it, goes out of bounds on the inbounded feed.
I guess she tipped it?
I guess so.
It didn't look like it.
It didn't look like it, did it? Full court pressure. Pittman with the basketball.
Some of that physicality starting to show up.
And
yes.
Great defense that time by Kiana Edwards. Forces the over and back. And
it's the rugby, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I tell you. And, of course, she was training in California and has a chance to go to the Olympics in Korea, wherever it's going to be.
Wow.
So she is top 15 rugby player in the country, made the team.
Congratulations to her.
And Columbia's glad to get Kiana back on the basketball floor, too. Mulholland with it. Gives it off to Morgan, to Davis. Tiana Davis with it to Morgan between the circles. Columbia looking inside. Columbia leading 8-7. 7 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Morgan drives, puts up the shot, no good, but she's bumped and fouled on the play.
Not in the act of shooting, but
foul called on Summit. Got to call this foul on Bridget Ali, her second foul, and the third as a team. Rule not in the act of shooting, so Columbia will inbound it under their basket. They get it out on top to Edwards. Edwards to Morgan. Morgan, 14-footer. Got it. Nice shot, Morgan. Morgan, 14-foot in front of the basket. Knocks it down for her 6th point. Coming off an 18-point, 11-steal game on Friday.
Same shot she hit just a minute ago. Nothing but net, too.
Pittman. Summit works the ball around the perimeter. Columbia leading 10-7, 2:30 left in the first quarter. Pittman with it, hands it off. They go inside Pittman. Pittman puts up the shot, no good. Ball loose on the floor, fight for it. Columbia with it.
Good job.
Coming out of there with it is Edwards. Edwards with it to Davis. Davis pushes it down the floor for Columbia. Gives it off Mulholland. Mulholland drives, and they're going to call traveling.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Tiny little pump fake and drove to the baseline, drove down the baseline. And I guess she took an extra step. I didn't see it, but we're far away too. So
yeah, that's the call. Kennedy Frierson into the game for Columbia now. Columbia leading 10-7 with 2:13 left in the first quarter. Summit to inbound it, back court. Gets it into Johnston. Johnston in the front court, almost had a pockets pick by Morgan. Ball stolen, Columbia. Edwards with the steal. Check that. Kennedy Frierson with the steal, puts up the shot, no good. Morgan with the rebound, puts it up, good. Morgan got the ricochet and puts it back and scores her 8th point.
That was great awareness by Savai right there. It's almost like she knew that thing was going to come off right to her. She was in the perfect place.
Summit inbounded the ball, throws it away. Great defense, Columbia, and it's Columbia's basketball. 12-7 is the score. Columbia warming up on the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, they are. They started a tiny bit slow, like I mentioned just a minute ago, but they have turned it on now. A couple of turnovers back to back. Crashing the rim, really fighting for the ball when it's loose. They look good right now.
12-7, Lady Lions on top. Morgan will inbound the ball under the Columbia Central basket. Morgan gets it out on top. Edwards with it, back to Morgan. Morgan drives the baseline, goes all the way under pressure. Ball lost. Mulholland with it. To Frierson, back to Mulholland. Mulholland for 3, no good. Rebound, fought for.
Wow.
Loose on the floor, picked up by Columbia Davis. Now a tie ball call. fight for the loose ball, tie ball, alternate possession arrow pointing toward the purple and gold, the Lady Lions.
There's that fight once again. You know, they just didn't allow that to, come up. A loose ball, they're going to win every single loose ball that comes up if they're close to it. That time Mulholland just would not give up on that rebound, and Columbia gets possession out of it.
Columbia inbounds the ball to Frierson. Frierson three-point shot, air ball, taken off by Summit. Ball slapped loose, goes out of bounds. Should be Columbia's ball. Looked like Summit touched it last after Morgan got her hands on it, but they give the ball to Summit. Summit's basketball. Tarek Shear inbounds the play. They dump it inside to Pittman. Three-point shot, no good. Long rebound ripped out of there by Columbia's Tiana Davis. Davis runs the break. Davis goes to Morgan. Morgan to the hole, puts up the shot.
Too easy.
Got it.
Too easy.
Morgan scores. Great rebound, great assist by Tiana Davis to Sabaya Morgan. Full court pressure, Columbia. Summit trapped in backcourt, breaks the trap, pushes it in the front court. Dumps it inside, ball broken up Columbia, now taken back by Summit. Summit for three, no good, hits the side of the backboard. Summit with the basketball, did you walk?
Yes, I did.
Steps. Traveling on the play, Ava Carroll turns it over to Columbia. And the pressure, Lou, is bothering Summit.
It sure is, and it wasn't there at first, now it is. And they are not responding well to it. They've, forced a lot of turnovers, Columbia has so far. And you got to feel like it's just beginning as we wrap up the first quarter.
It's like slow heat.
Yes.
They turn in the intensity and the heat up. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Columbia leading 14-7. Edwards with it. Gives it up to Mulholland. Back to Edwards. Mulholland thinks about a three. Won't take it. Works around the perimeter and goes back to the left side. Clock down to 19. Columbia may air it out and take the last shot of the quarter.
I hope they do.
10 seconds left. They give it up to Edwards. Back over Mulholland for three. No good. Rebound taken out of there by Summit. And a reach-in foul called on Columbia's Davis.
Yeah, that wasn't a good foul.
No. Davis commits the foul. That's her first, team's second.
That ball, when Mulholland shot it, bounced straight up off the rim into the air. Kind of thought from my angle, I don't know about yours, Barry, but it looked like it was going to go right up and down and back into the basket, but it was a little off.
Yeah, I thought it would too. Summit to inbound it. They'll have to travel the length of the floor with 2.7 seconds left.
Not going to happen.
Columbia got the hands on the ball and stops the flow of the ball, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the score, it's Columbia 14, Summit 7. Back right after this.
The Medicare annual enrollment period starts October 15th, and Murray Regional Health wants to make sure you have all the information you need before enrolling or changing your plan. Murray Regional will host the free Your Medicare in 2024 seminar at the Murray Regional Annex at 1223 Trotwood Avenue in Columbia on November 3rd, where experts will explain Medicare plan changes and answer any questions about enrollment. No registration is necessary to attend. For more information, go to murrayregional.com. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
This is WKRM 103.7 Columbia, Tennessee. Your home for the Columbia Central Lions for over 75 years.
Back in the Columbia Central High School Gymnasium, I'm Barry Duke along with Blue Maddox. At the end of the first quarter, the score, Columbia Central 14, Summit 7. And Coach Megan Moore has to be happy. She's got the triplets back together again. And the triplets are Kayana Edwards, Sabaya Morgan, and Anaya Mulholland.
And there's some more pressure that just helped out, too.
Inbounded feeds for Summit is stolen by Columbia's Morgan. Morgan takes it to the rack. Whistle blows a foul before she can get the shot off. And a foul called against
Coach Merle's already pretty upset over there.
Foul called on Chu. Summit. Wait a minute. If foul's on Chu, why did they have the ball?
They stole it.
Oh, okay.
It was a bad inbound pass.
Shot put up by Kroll is good. Summit stole the inbound play to Davis. Columbia with the ball back. Frierson with it. Dumps it inside Mulholland. Off to Edwards for three. No good. Rebound fought for. Coming out of there with it.
Travel.
How can they call travel when she didn't have possession of the basketball?
Nobody had the possession of the basketball. How?
They could call
right there with
stepping
you.
out on the baseline on the end line.
They weren't
They
close
could call
to that either.
They could call a foul, but they called traveling.
Interesting.
Very. Pittman to inbound it under the basket. Had it deflected. Stolen away Columbia. Columbia's clipped on the play by Pittman, and Pittman can miss the foul.
That's a better call.
We think. Official goes to the scorer's table and says yes. Pittman can miss the foul. And that's her first. Team second. Columbia will inbound it under their basket. 7:27 remaining in the first half of play. Lob out to Edwards. Edwards with it. Works on the left side. Gets off Morgan. Down the lane. Got clipped. Literally clipped.
Yeah.
Clotheslined. And a foul call.
That was a hard foul. I don't think Summit intended any ill will right there, but two of them went up for the ball at the same time and kind of caught both of her arms up high as she was going up to the rim. And she went to the floor pretty hard.
And clotheslined her. And the foul was on Morgan at the line, shooting 2. First free throw back rim, no good. 14-9 is the score. Columbia on top. Going out of the game for Summit is Cook. Into the game is Johnston for Summit. Morgan, second free throw, in and out.
No.
Out, no good. Rebound, Mulholland. Mulholland, Columbia comes out of there with a rebound. Back to Morgan with the jumper, short. Rebound taken out of there by Pittman. Pittman pushes it down the floor. Oh.
That was a quick stop.
To Johnston. That was a
yes, it was.
Travel. Johnston with it, chases the ball down, grabs it back. Being pressured by Morgan, now double team. Mulholland. Pittman with it, dumps it off on the right side. 3-point shot up and in. It's good by Autumn Chu. Chu with the bucket, her first 2 of the night. Makes it a 14-12 ball game. Morgan walks it into front court. 14-12. Columbia's lead has been cut to 2.
Got to turn it back up a little bit here.
Morgan to Davis. Edwards back to Morgan. Back to Davis on the right side. Morgan between the circles, right side pass. Frierson shot no good. Rebound. Davis, strong rebound. Put back, got knocked down, no call. Fight for the loose ball, and they're going to call a foul on Columbia on the loose ball.
I don't agree with that one either.
I don't either. Davis went up strong for the rebound and got
hit.
Got knocked out of midair.
No foul there, but Mulholland gets fouled trying to go for the basketball. Or fouls.
Foul called on Anaya Mulholland, her second. Team third.
5 seconds. Another turnover.
Ball don't lie.
It does not.
Morgan will inbound the play. Under the Columbia basket. 6:15 left in the first half. Columbia's lead is 2. Davis, jumper, 17. Got it. Davis, Tiana Davis knocks down the jumper. Big shot, Columbia. Makes it a 16-12 ball game. Full court pressure. Ball stolen, Mulholland. Kicks it off to Edwards. Edwards with the shot, no good. Morgan with the rebound. Columbia's tiny, but they're rebounding. Mulholland with it, dumps it inside. Edwards, shot rims out, no good. Fight for the rebound. They're going to call Edwards for over the top.
Oh, man. That was such a great pass by Anaya down low to Kiana Edwards. It's just maybe some rust right there. Kiana just getting back into the game.
She banged it off the glass, but it just wouldn't stay down.
Honestly, I think she might have just been surprised that she was that open under the basket like that.
Exactly.
Oh, and there's another turnover right off of her foot.
Summit to inbound it. They turn it over. And it's Columbia's basketball.
We'll take them any way we can get them.
Phoebe Kofink into the game for Summit. Crawford with it to Morgan. Back to Crawford. Crawford to Morgan. Crawford with it. Drives the baseline. Puts up the jumper. Too much. Rebound deflected. And a foul called Columbia. And committing the foul for Columbia, KK Bailey. Bailey commits the foul. Foul 16-12, Summit with the basketball. Summit brings it into front court. Johnston being worked on by Edwards. Kicks it off to Pittman. Pittman with it on the left wing. Pittman being worked on by Davis.
A foul. Wow.
Foul call on Tiana Davis. For a second.
I don't know. I thought that's what good defense looked like.
Well, says she had her by the wing. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Columbia 16, Summit 12. We'll be back right after this.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
5 minutes and 15 seconds remain in the first half. Summit with the basketball. They get it over to Kofink. Kofink being worked on by Bailey. Now to kick it off to Summit's Kroll. Kroll with it, being worked on by Edwards. Ball goes back court. Columbia didn't touch it. And they call a 5-second count.
This is unreal.
Great defense by Columbia's Kiana Edwards.
I think they gave Merle a timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what yeah. Summit got a timeout after they went over and back. It went off of herself.
And had the 5-second count on and blew the whistle. But,
oh, my goodness.
But it went in over and back, and Columbia didn't touch it.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
A couple of head scratchers so far.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4:55 remaining in the first half. Columbia's lead is 16-12. And I'm not sure what game these guys are calling so far.
Hopefully it's a little bit of rust on their part as well. Because
Pittman gets the ball into Johnston for Summit. Summit in the front court. Summit dumps it off to Sam Malcolm, who's into the game. To Johnston. Johnson being pressured. Out to Bailey. To Kofink. Kofink with it.
Yeah, she took
call
steps.
a travel. After the third, fourth, fifth step, traveling call.
She was hopping all over the place.
16-14, 4-point game. Columbia with the basketball. 4:37 remaining in the first half of play. Sabaya Morgan walks it into front court. Works it to the left side. Out on top to Davis. Davis with it to Crawford. Back over to Morgan. Columbia very deliberate on offense. Dumps it inside Crawford. Crawford spins.
Foul.
And no telling what this is. Foul call. Let's see who it's on. Foul call Summit. Pittman commits the foul. That's her second. Team fourth. So Columbia will inbound it. They'll be shooting free throws on the next foul. Bailey to Crawford. Crawford dumps it inside to Davis. Davis puts up the shot. No good. Ball tipped out of bounds by Summit. Columbia's basketball. Columbia's basketball.
Not a whole lot falling right now for Columbia.
No. Crawford with a shot, no good. Rebound, fought for. Davis with it, going to call over the back. Foul call on Tiana Davis. That's her third foul.
She's going to have to be careful.
And that's the 15th foul, so he walked the other way. And going to the line is Summit, shooting two.
Yeah, Columbia as a team's got to be real careful. It's only a 4-point difference right here in the score. Even though Columbia, in my opinion, has really dominated this game. I don't understand how it's still this close, but now Summit in the bonus, they're going to have to be careful fouling like they are.
Tarek Shear with her first point tonight as she hits her first free throw. 16-13, cuts Columbia's lead to 3. She'll get another free throw with just under 4 minutes left in the first half. Second free throw is nothing but nets for Tarek Shear. 16-14, Columbia's lead is cut to 2. Into the game for Columbia now is Brooklyn Duke. She was on the rugby team. To Morgan, kicks off on the right side to Bailey. Morgan, 17-footer, no good. Rebound fought for, slapped out of there, taken off by Summit. Summit Johnston pushes it down the floor. Ball slapped away, taken back by Summit. And Morgan took an elbow to the face. Ball loose. Morgan comes up with a rebound. Morgan pushes it down the floor. Morgan takes it to the hole, puts up the shot, got hammered. Fight for the loose ball. A scrum on the floor. Tie ball call, and the alternate possession arrow pointing toward the purple and gold. Actually, the purple and white. And Morgan will inbound the play. Morgan took a shot to the face.
Yeah, she did. She's still kind of
rubbing
it. Yeah.
Let me inbounds the play. Edwards with the shot, short. Morgan with the rebound.
Another foul.
Is wrestled and twist and turn, and a foul finally called. The whistle finally blows, and a foul called on Summit's Tariq Shear, her first, team fifth.
You know, it's always harder to play basketball when the fouls are being called differently on either side of the floor. It's like everything to our right and on the right of this broadcast is ticky-tacky, and then everything down here, nothing's getting called.
Exactly. Morgan free throw is good. She has 11 points. Morgan will get another free throw. Morgan still shaking off the cobwebs as she got an elbow to the face.
With no call.
Second free throw, Morgan, is good. Morgan left hands it up there for her 12th point. And Columbia's lead is 4, 18-14. Full court pressure. Summit in the front court. Autumn Chu. Chu with the basketball between the circles, being worked on by Morgan. Morgan about to take it. They kick it off. Gives it off to Malcolm. Back over to Johnston. Johnston walks.
Yep, she did.
And they kick it out. No call. Chu with it. They're very loose with the ball and getting away with it.
Yeah.
They dump it inside. Ball deflected.
That's
Last touch by Summit.
Okay.
And the official makes the right call.
Looked like he was about to point towards
Yes, he
Summit.
did. I noticed that.
He changed his mind right at the last second, smartly.
2:43 left in the first half. Columbia's lead is 4.
Are you kidding me? What happened?
Going to call over him back. Want to see that again. They say Columbia stepped in on the inbounded feed and turns it over.
Yeah, the camera didn't pick it up.
Oh, okay. Summit with the basketball after the turnover. Morgan with the steal. Morgan to the hole. Morgan lays it up, and it's good. Ball.
How about that?
Don't lie.
Don't lie. It never lies, Barry. Ever.
Morgan with the steal and the bucket. And Columbia takes a 6-point lead. Made that video academic. Lob inside, broken up Columbia. Taken back by Summit. Summit kicks it out to Johnston. Johnston with it, spins. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound Columbia. Coming out of there with it is Burkeen. Columbia back the other way. Hangs up the shot. Crawford won't go. Beautiful shot. Just wouldn't go down.
It was pretty.
Summit with the basketball. Columbia's playing extremely well, just not hitting the shots.
Yes.
Less than 2 minutes left in the first half. Columbia up by 6. Charge. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Beautiful
feet were
setup.
Set. If I've ever seen set feet, that was that right there.
Exactly.
We're just not going to get those calls, it looks like, tonight.
Q Burkeen is called for the foul. Mackenzie Burkeen is called for the foul. Free throw by Johnston in the air is good. Johnston shooting 2. Her first point of the night. First free throw is good. Burkeen, a junior. Second free throw, Johnson, also good. Johnston knocks down 2 free throws, and it's a 4-point game with 1:40 left in the first half. 20-16, Columbia. Morgan with it between the circles. Morgan drives the lane, goes all the way under, puts up the shot. Whistle blows and a foul call before the shot, but she'll be shooting free throws anyway. In the bonus, Morgan will go to the line, shooting 2 free throws for Columbia.
Lady Lions are going to have to keep creating opportunities that way and getting to the free throw line. And that goes for the Lady Lions and the Lions. They've got to hit these free throws more than they are.
Malcolm is called for the foul.
That
Morgan,
helps.
free throw is good. Savia Morgan has 15 first half points for Columbia. Minute 33 left. Second free throw, Morgan. Rolls and drops is good. Morgan knocks down 2 free throws for her 16th point. Morgan is averaging 17 points a game.
I got a feeling that's going to go up a little bit after tonight.
Got a feeling. Morgan is just hounding on defense. 5 second count. No, they're going to call it carry. Can you believe it? Morgan forces a turnover. You know, Morgan has a record in steals, but, you know, I wonder what her turnover ratio is. A defensive turnover, forcing another team to turn the ball over.
A lot to a little. Yeah,
exactly. 22-16 Columbia. Edwards back into the game for Columbia to Morgan. Kayana Edwards with it on the left wing. Back to Morgan. Morgan put the 17-foot jumper, no good. Long rebound chase by Bailey. Ball loose on the floor. Fight for it. And the alternate possession arrow and the tied ball pointing toward Summit. Summit Spartans basketball.
Still good defense from the Lady Lions right there. They're just not going to stop fighting for these loose balls. That's their entire mentality. It's aggressive defense.
Summit in the front court. Going to call a foul on Columbia's Edwards. Second foul on Edwards. So Summit will be shooting free throws for the remainder of the 49.9 seconds in the ball game.
Hopefully we don't give them too many more opportunities to go to the line because they've been hitting them.
Exactly. Quinn Johnston at the line shooting 2 free throws for Summit. 49 seconds remain in the first half. Free throw, Summit, no good.
Somebody in purple yelled at the last moment. I think that might have had something to do with that.
You think it distracted her, huh?
I think so.
Missed the first one. She got one more. And it's good. 1 out of 2 free throws for her third point, Quinn Johnston.
And no yell that time. we should have had it.
22-17. Columbia's lead is 5. Morgan with it. Columbia going perhaps for the last shot of the half. We thought that earlier, but that was not the case.
Didn't end up that way. I think that's always the right decision, though. There's still a lot of time to kill on this clock, though.
It is.
And I think Savia, nobody's coming up to pressure her. She's just sitting in the mid-court box right there on the lion head, just dribbling. Time keeps going down.
15 seconds remaining in the first half. Columbia up by 5. Columbia with the basketball, leading 22-17. Clock down to 7. Columbia runs their offense. Morgan drives, and they're going to call
a charge.
Offensive foul, a pick, as Burking just took out the girl on the pick as she screened for Morgan. Second foul on Burking. Long pass down the floor, goes out of bounds.
We'll take that back.
And Summit throws it away with 3.6 seconds left. 3.6 seconds left. Columbia will have the ball up by 5. Burking will inbound the play. Burking was on that rugby team, and it showed. Morgan shot at the buzzer. No good. At the end of the first half, the score is Columbia Lady Lions 22, Summit Spartans 17. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this timeout.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Foster Insurance Agency is a locally owned independent agency and a proud member of the Insurers of Tennessee. Foster represents many top-rated insurance companies such as Auto Owners Insurance. The great team at Foster has been servicing Columbia and surrounding areas in Middle Tennessee since 1952 and offers many commercial and personal insurance products. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient location at 204 West 4th Street in Columbia, Tennessee.
This is Clayton Harris, and you're listening to the home of the Columbia Central High Lions, 103.7 WKRM, Columbia, Tennessee.
And welcome back to the Columbia Central High School Gymnasium. I'm Barry Duke along with Lou Maddox, bringing you Columbia Central High School basketball tonight. It's halftime score. It's the Lady Lions on top of Summit, 22-17. And the Lady Lions are only giving up 27 points a game this season.
Yeah,
and if they can hold Summit to 10 points in the second half, they will keep their average.
Which I think they can do. I mean, really, to be honest with you, Columbia has kind of shot themselves in the foot a tiny little bit here in this first half. Columbia, to me, looks like, I mean, if you're watching this thing without a score, looks like Columbia is dominating this basketball game right now, but it's only a 5-point difference at halftime. You know, Columbia just has to come out. And they've had, you know, it's kind of like the intensity comes and the intensity kind of goes away a little bit. And when the intensity's there, they look really, really sharp, and then it goes away and they start to look a little more sloppy and they give up some easy buckets and they, you know, commit some bad fouls, you know, sending Summit to the free throw line, which they did pretty well at in that first half. But, yeah, Columbia, they've got to come out and be sharp and have that intensity, because when they have that intensity, you know, I don't think there's a lot of teams in this area, in their region, in the district, that are going to even have a chance with them.
Exactly. Coach Brandon LeVere on his way to talk to us at halftime.
Yeah, and right before that, Barry, if you're tuned in on Facebook right now, we're going to go ahead and show you this right quick. We've got a little replay action for you. Savia Morgan with the first half play of the game on this little steal right here. She's right here in the middle of your screen and just rips that ball right out of the air and takes it all the way back for an easy two for Columbia. It put them up 20-14, a 6-point advantage at that point. 5-point lead here at halftime. Now we've got head coach Brandon LeVere with us.
Brandon LeVere with us, and Coach, you're 2-0 right now. He had a big win on Friday night against one of your mentors, and big win for the Lions. And right now, look like they're playing pretty well.
Yeah, great win for us. Collective team win, especially coming off of a back-to-back. Proud of the guys to be able to fight through that adversity. I think we were down 12 to start and pulled out of that, and then getting stops in the fourth quarter. So I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, big win. Like I said, a lot of momentum going into tonight's game. And another a mentor for you, Hal Merle, is coaching the girls, but he's was the former coach for Columbia Central, I think, for 10 years, and of course he's here tonight, and of course you got Summit tonight, which is a regional game. Mm-hmm. And what can you tell me about Summit?
Summit's going to be a good matchup for us. Pretty disciplined team. I believe they have a lot of guys coming back from last year as well, but for us it's kind of a rematch. They put us out last year and sent us home, so we're definitely coming into tonight looking at this one on the schedule and definitely taking this one to heart. A little bit more than the other ones, but we're going to take it one game at a time.
Exactly. And, of course, first two games of the season, Lions played very well and come out the winner. So 2-0 coming into tonight's game. Like I said, this is a regional game, and it's also just outside the county. It's Spring Hill versus Columbia Central. Summit's in Spring Hill, but Williamson County side. But it's kind of a rivalry game also. So it'd be a lot of intensity tonight.
Yeah, big intensity. Again, should be a pretty exciting game for us, especially after what happened from last year. But aside of that, they know that this is another home game that we have, and we have to take care of business at home. We know how much that means to us, so anytime we can take care of home court, we definitely want to defend that. And the guys know with me, we're fortunate and grateful to be 2-0, but those two games are behind us right now.
Exactly.
Again, taking it one game at a time. So we need to do the things that we need to do tonight and control what we can control in order to get this win.
Of course, Jordan Davis, looking back just a little bit, had 16 points for you on Friday night and led the team, brought people off the bench and didn't lose any continuity. They played hard and kept the intensity up, and that has to be a joy for you.
Yes. It's a big joy for me, knowing that guys can step up and take care of business when they need to, and then knowing that we also have some other guys as well that can step into those positions when need be and be the guy for us.
And, of course, you got some players that, of course, I guess football players, but some players that are very athletic and all of them about the same size in the 6 foot to 6'2" range. And you got one big player. Of course, you got D.K. Armstrong, 6'6" in the middle. But then you got a lot of athletes on the wings, so that really helps you do what your team feel like it needs to do to win.
That definitely helps to our advantage. If we can win the rebound board battle night in and night out, and then with our athleticism and our speed, we should be able to get those wings out and running up and down the court.
Exactly, and I think one thing that bothered the previous two teams was the defensive intensity, defending 94 feet. Mm-hmm. Also, the intensity of pushing the ball down the floor, and then having the depth to continue not to get tired and continue to play great defense. And I was really impressed the first two games.
Yeah, so they know that's what we preach day in and day out, being able to defend the basketball all game, 94 feet. And if need be, we go 5 in, 5 out, and have a group ready to come with that same intensity. So that's going to be our goal. If we can pick that up and master that as the season goes, that's going to be very beneficial for us.
And, of course, you're not looking back, but a 51-48 win over Nashville Whites Creek on Friday night. Very intense game, just a great game. It had an almost packed house and a lot of excitement. And the Lions came through it, and tremendous win for your team.
Yes, again, great crowd, great atmosphere, something that we really needed. And a great Whites Creek team. Those guys like to get up and get after you. So it was good for us to have that environment, be able to fight through some of that adversity early on in the season, because we're going to get that a lot this year.
Hey, Coach LaVere, it really seems like, from just seeing a couple games last year and, now seeing a couple games this year, seems like this team is really, really bought into whatever you're saying to them. They're really, really playing hard for you as a first-year coach. I guess not, the question, not what you're doing to make that happen, but kind of what's going right and how do you feel about, this team 2, now 3 games into the season coming in tonight?
They know my expectations and our coach's expectations are very, very high for these guys. So they know day in and day out what we're going to do is push you to the limit to see if you can overcome that adversity and overcome that hump. Honestly, the message has been the same across the board from last year to this year. Instilling a lot of confidence in these guys, but also making sure that you're held accountable. So when you're not doing your job, you're going to come out and the next man is going to come in. And again, just trying to keep it competitive within those guys. So if we can keep some things that we can control competitive, again, that's going to be great for us because we know that it's going to be our 5 to 10 against their 5 to 10. And I feel, more locked in with our 5 to 10 and our coaching staff night in and night out based on what we do in practice, what we do in the weight room, and all of those things.
Awesome.
Wish you good luck tonight, taking on the Summit Spartans tonight. Of course, first-year coach for Brandon LaVere and first-year coach for Summit in Thad Burgess. So we'll get to see what unravels here tonight.
Yes, should be a good one.
Appreciate you coming up, and good luck tonight with the Spartans.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break. It's halftime. Lady Lions 22, Summit 17. Back right after this.
Foster Insurance Agency is a locally owned independent agency and a proud member of the Insurers of Tennessee. Foster represents many top-rated insurance companies such as Auto Owners Insurance. The great team at Foster has been servicing Columbia and surrounding areas in Middle Tennessee since 1952 and offers many commercial and personal insurance products. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient location at 204 West 4th Street in Columbia, Tennessee.
Back in the Lions Den as we start the second half. Columbia with the basketball. They work the ball around, gets to Edwards. Edwards takes a step and travels, and Columbia turns it over.
That one was pretty blatant.
Yes.
Second half started pretty quickly. We were kind of caught off guard talking to Coach Levere how quickly this thing started.
Columbia with the steal. Morgan with it, puts it up, no good. Rebound taken off by Summit. Morgan had the steal and the putback, it wouldn't go down. Summit with it in the front court. Ali. They're working inside, ball stolen Morgan. Morgan fights for it, and they're going to say she stepped on the end line and turns it over. Morgan has her hands defensively on everything.
Yeah, she does.
Just can't get control of it. Summit with the ball, gets it into Shear. Shear with it, works it over to Summit's Cook. To Johnston. Johnston with the basketball. 22-17 as we just start the second half. Ball bumped out of bounds. They're going to call a foul on Savia. Her first. Team first. Summit to inbound it. Side front court. Lob inside. Summit with it. Puts up the shot. No good. And a foul call, Columbia.
Mulholland had her hands straight up in the air and still got the foul called on her.
That's her third, team second. And going to the line is Pittman. Shooting two. Fouled in the act of shooting. Pittman free throw is good.
They're going to hit him.
Pittman scores her third point. And the alternate possession arrow still pointing toward, and to get toward Columbia now. Pittman will get another free throw. It's pointing towards Summit. Pittman will get another free throw. 6:54 left in the third quarter. Pittman free throw, back rim no good. Fight for the rebound. And a foul call, Columbia.
What? There's no way.
Loose, missed the free throw, loose rebound, and foul call, Columbia.
There were clean box outs on both sides.
Foul call on Columbia. Somebody inbounds the play, Pittman. They get it over to Cook. Ball stolen, Columbia. Ball don't lie. Mulholland gives it off to Edwards. Edwards loses the handle, and Columbia turns it over.
Just went right off her foot.
Yeah, she was trying to take it to the rack and lost control of the ball. Full court pressure. Now the push.
Oh, okay. Offensive foul.
What? I can't believe it. Foul called on Bridget Ali, her third, team first.
It's a make-up call for something. I don't know what, but something in the first half probably.
Columbia's ball under the basket. Morgan inbounds the play, gets it into Edwards. Edwards works it around the arc to Crawford. Back to Morgan. To Edwards. Morgan drives, top of the key, puts up the shot. Got it. Savia Morgan knocks it down for her 18th point. And Columbia takes a 6-point lead, 24-18.
That's the third time she's hit that
Push
same
out.
shot.
Man.
That's the second in a row on 10 right there.
On Bridget Ali,
Yeah, she's
offensive
coming
foul.
out.
That's her fourth foul, team second.
She's coming out of the game.
That's how well the Lady Lions are playing defense. They got them pushing off.
Yes.
The offensive player pushing off to get the defensive player out of the way, and a foul call.
You can't blame them. I mean, I'd get frustrated trying to play against this defense too.
Lady Lions should be up by 20. Edwards with it between the circles to Morgan. To Mulholland. Clock down to 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Crawford with it. Skip pass.
Miscommunication.
Ball went outside. Edwards cut inside, and ball goes out of bounds. Columbia turns it over. Columbia just not as sharp tonight as they have been.
No, they're not.
Somebody inbounds the play to Johnston. Johnston with it in the front court. Johnston being pressured by Edwards. Gives it over to Shear. Oh, Shear, did you walk? Yes. Delayed whistle, but yes.
Hop, skip, and a jump over to the left side of the lane.
And then a delay with the whistle, and finally makes a call.
I'm starting to think that these calls are just based off of crowd reaction. It seems like the crowd's reacting, 2 seconds before the call's being made.
Exactly.
On everything.
24-18, Columbia up by 6. 5:30 left in the third quarter. Edwards with it to Morgan. They dump it inside. Davis is bumped. Fights the ball, knocks it out of there to Crawford. Crawford with it, lobs it inside Davis. Davis spins, shoots, short. Rebound fought for, taken out of there by Shear for Summit.
It was a good move, just a little short.
Just can't hit the shot. Ava Kroll into the game, brings it into front court for Summit. Kroll being pressured by Crawford.
Got to be 5
Got to be
seconds.
a 5-second count. Johnston with it down the lane, puts up the shot off the glass. It's good.
Wow.
Quinn Johnston.
I mean, that was more like 7 or 8 seconds.
It was. Morgan back the other way, goes to the baseline, bumps into a teammate, banks it out. 24-20, 4-point ball game. Mulholland with it to Morgan, back to Mulholland, to Davis, to Mulholland, to Edwards. Columbia works it around the horn. To Davis, to Morgan. Morgan drives the baseline. To Edwards, to Davis, between the circles. Gives it off Morgan. Morgan with the jumper, got it.
Wow.
Is it 3? They don't give her 3.
It was 2.
Morgan knocks down the
It was a long
deuce.
2.
A long 2. And Columbia takes a 26-20 lead over Summit. Great defense. Columbia not having the best offensive night tonight, but playing great defense. Ball stolen away. Columbia now taken back by Summit. Summit to the hole. Johnston stumbles, lays the shot up. No good. Foul call Columbia. And Summit will be shooting 2 free throws, fouled in the act of shooting.
That's 20 tonight for Savia, right?
18. Yeah, 20. 20,
20 out of 26 points for her. She's got as many points as Summit does as an entire team. She's unbelievable.
Unreal. Summit at the line shooting 2. First free throw is up and in by Quinn Johnston.
And only 1 foul. She plays so aggressive, you'd think she'd be fouling out or close to it every single game, but she's not. She's only got 1 foul so far tonight. And even that one was questionable just a couple of minutes ago.
Exactly. Free throw up and in, and they call a technical foul. They clear the lane, the free throw lane.
I'm confused.
I am too. They are too. Johnson, free throw is up and in. Johnston scores her 7th point. 26-21, 5-point game. Now Columbia will be shooting free throws. Anaya Mulholland.
There, it seems like we look away at the wrong times always.
Exactly. Free throw Mulholland is good. That's her first point tonight, Anaya Mulholland.
She's had a great defensive night, though.
She's been averaging about 14 points a game the last 2 games. Second free throw, Mulholland, good. Anaya Mulholland knocks down 2 free throws, and Columbia goes up 28-22. 6-point game with 3:52 left in the third quarter. And Columbia will have the basketball. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't either. I didn't even hear a whistle blown. Maybe it was something that was said in the lane.
A double tick.
Not sure.
Mulholland with it on the left wing to Morgan. Back to Mulholland. To Crawford. Crawford drives the baseline. Kicks it off to Edwards. To Morgan. Morgan with the shot. Rolls out of there. No good. Over the back is Summit on the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. And they give the ball to. They give the ball to Columbia, but she came over her back and pushed her out of bounds.
Yeah.
Columbia with it. Shot put up Mulholland. No good. Rebound ripped out of there by Morgan. Morgan is grabbed. And let's see what they call a foul on. Morgan is grabbed on the play.
It's on Pittman.
Man, this is almost unbelievable.
She's got, is that her 4th or her 5th?
I want to say that is.
She's coming out.
Pittman, yes.
Her 4th.
Pittman commits her 4th foul. Team 4th. Columbia will have the ball to be inbounded under their basket. Morgan will inbound it. Columbia will have Morgan, Edwards, Mulholland, Davis, and Crawford into the game.
I believe if Columbia can get a bucket right here, it'll be biggest lead of the night so far, which is kind of crazy to say. It'd only be an 8-point lead.
The officials at the scorers table, and I'm not sure why.
A lot of conversating going on. Now he's talking to Coach Moore for Columbia.
And she's not happy about it at all. Trying to explain to the official. 28-22, 6-point game. Columbia's ball under their basket. The officials are at the scorers table. Not sure why.
I'm not sure either.
3:25 left in the third quarter. Savia Morgan has 20 points for Columbia tonight. Columbia to inbound it under their basket. They get it in Crawford. Crawford for 3, no good. Rebound, Davis rips it out of there under pressure. Oh man. Davis could have been fouled, and Crawford definitely was fouled, and the ball goes out of bounds.
And a great save attempt by Crawford. She threw it right off of the shin of a Summit player, and it went out of bounds, but she stepped on the line first.
28-22, Summit with the ball. Columbia up by 6. Johnston kicks it off to Sam Malcolm. Malcolm with the basketball. Johnston puts up the 3-point shot. Got it.
That hurts.
Quinn Johnston knocks down the tray for her 10th point. Ball deflected, goes out of bounds, off Summit. Columbia's basketball. Coming out for Summit is Cook, and into the game for Summit is Autumn Chu.
Right now, Summit's kind of matching Columbia's intensity, and that can't happen because that's Columbia's mantra. Physicality.
Crawford with the ball on the left side, exactly. Kicks it off to Morgan. Columbia have trouble scoring, except Morgan. Mulholland for 3, big shot, no good. Rebound taken off by Summit. Johnston, ball loose. Summit picks it up. Gets it in the front court. Kroll with the basketball, being pressured by Crawford. Works it to the left side. Carries the ball right in front of the official.
Yep.
And travels, takes steps. Ball stolen away Columbia. Mulholland with the steal. Mulholland got the 2-on-1 break. Mulholland puts up the shot, scores. Ball don't lie. Mulholland with the steal and the bucket. And Columbia goes up by 5, 30-25.
That was good timing on that one, Barry.
Yes, it was. Wow.
That helps out. Some of that momentum was shifting back over to Summit side, and that just brought it back.
Columbia with the basketball. Edwards with it between the circles. Edwards goes all the way under, puts up the shot. Got it, and she's fouled and one.
And the bucket. Wow.
Kiana Edwards making a comeback in basketball.
That was nice.
Basket is good. She'll go to the line shooting a free throw, the and one, with 1:59 left in the third quarter. Columbia leading 32-25. Who's the foul on? Free throw. Edwards is good.
Great
Edwards
job.
with a 3-point play. Columbia's lead is 8, their biggest lead of the ball game.
Seems like the rust is already knocked off for Kiana.
A little bit. It's getting there. Malcolm with the basketball. Ball stolen Columbia. Mulholland with the steal and the bucket. Kiana Mulholland.
Biggest lead of the night.
Anaya Mulholland scores her 6-point, all coming in the second half.
Hey, Barry, let's take a look at this last fast break right here. If you tune in on Facebook, WKRM Radio, on Facebook.com, you'll find the live stream of this basketball game. Here's that breakaway by Kiana Edwards. Just kind of tips it to herself, and nobody else back there.
Takes it down the court for the breakaway and scores.
And Anaya Mulholland just had something similar to that same thing. A lot of fast breaks starting to happen for Columbia, and that's what they're based on. Great defense, creating turnovers and getting in wide open space and making those easy baskets that are the product of those turnovers. And now Columbia's got their biggest lead of the game at 10 points.
35-25, Columbia up by 10, and defense bailing them out. Offensively, they're picking it up a little bit now, but Savia Morgan has 20 points, and Anaya Mulholland has 6, all 6 of hers coming in the second half of play.
Really coming in just the last, 3 minutes. Anaya Mulholland, all those points. So those first couple were her at the line just a minute ago, and now she's made a couple of good baskets here, and that turnover just before.
Columbia will have Bailey, Mulholland, Morgan, Edwards, and Tiana Davis into the game. Summit with the basketball. Columbia digging in on defense. Quinn Johnson with it, running the point, being worked on by Edwards. Edwards matching her step for step. Got her under pressure.
That was 4 seconds.
Kicks it off to Shear. Shear with it. Ball deflected. Almost saved by Columbia and pushed out of bounds. Oh, wow. And they did. They called it. Morgan going for the loose ball, got pushed in the back, and a foul called on Summit.
That should put Savia at the free throw line, if I'm not mistaken.
It should. No, let's see. Yeah, it's the 5th.
Yeah. On that one, Savia's always going for the ball. That time, she probably should have just let it go. It was going out of bounds, and it was off Summit, but ends up getting fouled. And
Kofink commits the foul. Free throw by Savia Morgan up in the air is good.
We'll take the free throws, too.
Exactly. 21 points for Savia. Second free throw, Savia. Front rim, rolling, dropping, good. Savia Morgan, 22 points. 37-25, 12-point game. Foul call, Columbia's Davis. Official says she was a little too aggressive. And Tiana Davis commits the foul. That's her 4th.
That's
team
the 5th
5th.
one on Columbia. So
yeah.
Free throws for Summit the rest of the quarter. That is an interesting rule, new rule change this year.
It's like the WNBA, yeah. Every quarter. Free throw by Johnston is good. Johnston, a great free throw shooter. She has 11 points. 37-26, minute 14 left in the third quarter. Johnston, second free throw is good. Johnston knocks down 2 free throws for her 12th point. Makes it a 10-point game again. Columbia walks it in the front court. Morgan kicks it off on the left side to Edwards. Edwards with it, back to Morgan. To Edwards on the left wing. Morgan between the circles. 55 seconds left. Edwards to Morgan. 37-27, 10-point lead, Columbia. Turnaround shot by Crawford is good.
Great shot.
Kayla Crawford knocks it down for her second field goal tonight, her 4th point. And Columbia takes a 12-point lead, 39-27, with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Backdoor cut, shot put up and in. Nice play, Summit.
That was a good play right there. No doubt about it.
Shear with a bucket. Didn't look like it was going in, but it did. It's a 10-point game with 15 seconds left. Bailey gets it off Mulholland. Back to Bailey. To Morgan. Morgan with it. Edwards to Morgan. Clock down to 6. 3-point shot, Edwards. No good. Rebound on the putback. No good.
Man.
And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, the score, Columbia 39, Summit 29. We'll be back right after this.
We always get the question, what is Caledonian? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonian? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degrees. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is WKRM 103.7 FM and 1340 AM, the home for the Columbia Central Lions for the past 75 years.
(39-29). Lady Lions on top by 10 as we head to the fourth quarter. Columbia Central Lady Lions coached by Megan Moore in her third year at Columbia Central. assisted by Courtney English, Edwin Youngblood, and Rachel Youngblood. Fourth quarter, 10-point lead, Columbia Lady Lions. See if they can find their shooting eye to go with their defense. Columbia's already given up 2 more points than they've given up average all year. They've been averaging 27 points, giving up 27 points in the last 2 games.
They got to keep it close to that number and get a shutout right here in the fourth quarter. That'd be nice.
Summit with the basketball. Johnston with it. Johnston gives it over to Shear. Shear being trapped. Gives it off to Cook. They work the ball around over to Duda. To Malcolm. Malcolm with it on the right wing. Being pressured. Ball deflected. Stolen by Columbia. Bailey with the steal. Bailey runs the break. Gives it off Mulholland. Mulholland is bumped. Players go flying out of the way, and a foul called on somebody.
Coach Moore and too happy right there as Mulholland kind of stopped and shook the defender out of bounds, and she kind of just stood there for a second like, standing over.
That was like a cartoon.
The bench really liked it, but Coach Moore did not.
Rebound Columbia. Put back Edwards. Edwards fights for it. Can't get it to go. Ball tips. Taken by Columbia. Morgan with it. Morgan on the left side. Gives it off to Crawford. Crawford kicks it off Edwards. Edwards cranks up the shot. No good. Rebound fought for. Taken out of there by Summit. Summit comes out of there with it. Coming out of there with the rebound.
It's a minute-long possession right there.
Exactly. Ball stolen Columbia. Bailey with the steal. Bailey to the hole. Bailey puts it up there. No good. Bailey blows the layup. Bailey, nice steal, but missed the layup. So she's got to come back and do it again. Steal it all over again.
Just got a little too excited.
3-point shot. Johnston in and out. No good. Rebound over the back. Oh, my goodness. Columbia had the rebound, and coming over the back was Summit. Summit keeps it alive. She got crunched on the play.
No call.
39-29, 10-point game, 6:20 left in the contest. Summit with the basketball. Malcolm with it between the circles, works it on the left side. 3-point shot, Summit. Top of the backboard, no call. Ball loose on the floor.
Oh, and that'll be an over the back right there.
And call the foul on Columbia.
Yep. It's going to go on Bailey.
Bailey commits the foul, the smallest player on the floor by far. And Bailey commits the foul, her first, team first. And Summit will have the ball to be inbounded underneath their basket. Duda will inbound the play. Duda gets it into Malcolm. 5-second count. Ball don't lie.
Coach Murrow can't believe it.
And turns it over to Columbia. Bailey comes out into the game for Columbia. Is Samira Angus. 39-29. Columbia up by 10. Lady Lions with the basketball.
That shutout thing ain't looking so bad right now.
Mulholland with it to Morgan. Morgan has 22 points tonight. Mulholland with it on the left wing. Back to Morgan. To Mulholland. Angus on the baseline. Mulholland puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound. Angus. Angus puts it up. No good. Rebound Columbia. Edwards. Oh, no.
That was a flop if I've ever seen
It was
one.
a flop. Oh, my goodness. Edwards got the rebound and pump fake to put it back up. Edwards is not that big.
No.
Foul call Columbia's Edwards. That's her fourth.
Decent size, but can't do damage like that.
Not like that. Not chopping a tree down. Summit with the basketball. Johnston. Ball almost stolen. Mulholland. Summit with it. Pittman between the circles. Pittman happy feet. Kicks it off to Johnston. Johnston drives. His defense is tremendous.
It is.
Ball sapped away. Taken back by Summit. Summit with the basketball. Cook to Johnston, and a reach in and a foul call. Columbia can't bail them out, though.
No.
Foul call Columbia's Crawford. Crawford commits her first foul. They say second.
With defense like this, they're not going to have enough time to score enough points to come back in this one.
Columbia needs to maintain at least a 12-point lead to ride it out. Lob inside. Pittman, did you walk? Pittman lost the balance. Shot put up and in. It's good by Summit. Got it inside to Shear, and Shear puts it up. Got it to roll, and it goes in, and she'll have a chance for the end one, a three-point play.
Well, there goes the fourth quarter shutout.
Foul call on Savannah Morgan. And at the line, Shear for the end one. Back rim, no good. Rebound ripped out of there.
Over the back.
Foul called on Summit on the missed free throw. Can't believe it.
We've usually got Tennessee basketball on these airwaves. I'll try and keep the Tennessee fans updated as we go along throughout the night, throughout the boys' game as well. On the Tennessee and Purdue game in Honolulu tonight.
Exactly. 4:47 remaining in the ball game. Columbia's lead is 8, 39-31. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Are you looking to turn your car into cold, hard cash today? Don't look any further than Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. You probably know us for selling cars, but did you know we're in the business of buying cars? That's right, we buy all makes and models at top dollar every day. Show up with your car and leave with cash. It's that easy. Stop by today to get a written offer on your vehicle. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia is family owned and proud to serve our community.
You can count on us.
Four minutes and 47 seconds left in the game. Columbia's lead has been cut to 8 as Columbia leads Summit 39-31. Very unusual game. Just
it is. It has been
very unusual.
Kind of sloppy from Columbia. By the way, Tennessee up 10-9 on Purdue. 5 minutes into the first half, just getting started at the Maui Invitational.
Savannah Morgan with the ball as we start the fourth quarter. Actually, start the 4:47 mark. Edwards to Angus. Ball stolen away by Summit. Summit with the steal. Critical turnover that time, Columbia.
Foot was close to that line over there.
Summit drives the lane, dumps it off to Pittman. Pittman skip pass. Shot put up by Summit. It knocks it down. It's good.
Uh-oh.
Tariq Shear knocks it down.
5-point game.
And scores our 8th point, 39-34. 4 minutes left. Columbia has to turn the Jets on. Morgan down the lane. A foul called on Summit. They'll take it. Unless it's the 5th team foul. Foul called on Johnston. Her first.
Yeah, just number 3.
Only the 3rd team foul. Saved a bucket because Savannah was taking it to the rack. Davis back in for Columbia. Kicks it off Edwards. Edwards drives. Puts up the shot. No good. Gets on rebound. Puts it back. No good. Fight for it. And over the back. It's going to be called against Columbia.
That's number 5 on Columbia.
And number 5 on Kayana Edwards.
Opportunity for Summit to make it a one-possession game.
Fouls out with 3:45 left in the game. Kayana Edwards fouls out. And Columbia puts Bailey in as Edwards goes out of the game. Edwards had 3 points tonight, several rebounds, and unfortunately 5 fouls. Summit at the line. Back rim, no good. Summit shot free throws well tonight. Missed the free throw there. Leah Beth Cook will get another free throw. 39-34 is the score. Second free throw, no good. Rebound fought for, coming out of there with it, Columbia. Tiana Davis missed 2 free throws. Davis with it in the front court. Davis with it, drives, takes it all the way under, lays up the shot. Got it! Tiana Davis takes it to the rack and scores. Big bucket, Columbia. Tiana Davis at the 3:30 mark. 41-34, 7-point ball game. Summit with it, drives the lane, loses the handle, double dribbles, kicks it out on top, gives it off to Cook. Takes it down the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound over the back, Summit puts up the shot, no good. And traveling call. Summit on the glass with a rebound twice, turns it over to Columbia. Big bucket, Tiana Davis.
It was.
41-34, Columbia up by 7, 3 minutes left in the game. Morgan with it. Morgan drives all the way under, puts up the shot. Is no good. And she's fouled before the shot anyway.
Still just the fourth on Summit. One more before Columbia is shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Foul called on Johnston. Columbia will inbound it. They get it into Davis. Davis drives all the way under. Got bumped, puts up the shot. No good. Foul call. She'll be shooting 2, Tiana Davis. Big free throws, Tiana Davis.
Absolutely.
Because Tiana got in foul trouble and had to set out. She's got 4 right now. But she came in and did a good job on the boards and did a good job handling the ball.
And nothing bigger than that drive right on the last bucket for Columbia. Just an ISO, drove right down the left side and put it high off the glass and in.
Davis' free throw is good. Tiana Davis is what Coach Megan Moore calls her Swiss Army knife. She can play all 5 positions and play them well.
And she's built to do that.
She's built bigger than her teammates.
Yes.
But she's only like 5'7", 5'8". But, yes, second free throw by Tiana is good. But, yes, she is very athletic, very skilled player, Tiana Davis. Lady Lions are used to giving up size.
That was a walk.
Shot put up by Summit, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Pittman. Pittman with the putback scores her 5th point. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game. There's a timeout on the court with the score. Columbia 43, Summit 36. Back right after this.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
This is WKRM 103.7 FM and 1340 AM, the home for the Columbia Central Lions for the past 75 years.
2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game. Columbia Lady Lions 43, Summit Spartans 36. Lady Lions trying to hang on to a 7-point lead right now over Summit. Columbia's basketball. Mulholland inbounds the play, gets it into Morgan.
I'd like to see them burn a lot of clock here if they can.
Both teams in the bonus, so Columbia may run some clock. Davis pops out, gets the ball, going to hold the ball. Davis with it, goes on one-on-one, kicks it back out to Morgan. Clock down to 2:15. Davis from Morgan, they're going to.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to burn some clock.
Trying to run the clock. And Davis is bumped and fouled by Summit. And committing the foul for Summit is Ava Kroll. Kroll commits her first foul. So Columbia will go to the line. Tiana Davis. And she'll be shooting 2 free throws for the Lady Lions. 2:05 left in the game. Davis' free throw is good. Tiana Davis had a tremendous training session this summer, working out with her dad. It's just unbelievable, the workout, our strength and endurance training, and it's paying off. Davis' second free throw, no good. Rebound chased down by Summit. Shear off to Ali. Ali with it in the front court. Clock down a minute 55. Columbia's lead is 8. Summit with the basketball. Johnston to Pittman. Pittman with it, kicks it over to Kroll.
Almost a turnover.
Off to Pittman. Pittman with the shot, got it. Pittman knocks it down from 17. Jaden Pittman scores her 7th point, and it's a 6-point game with a minute 30 left. Minute 30 left. Columbia with the basketball, up by 6 over Summit. Davis with it. Davis drives and is bumped and fouled by Summit. Kroll, her second foul. So Columbia's going to have to win this game from the free throw line.
They are. And Tiana's been pretty solid the last couple trips.
She was 1 for 1 the last trip. First free throw, nothing but net for Tiana Davis. Davis has 10 points. She in double figures for Columbia. Columbia's lead is 7 with 1:23 left. Second free throw, Davis, is good. Nothing but nets.
Nice.
Tiana scores her 11th point, and Columbia leads by 8, 46-38. Summit brings it into front court. Bridget Ali hands it off to Johnston, to Kroll. Kroll been worked on by Bailey. To Pittman. Pittman with the basketball, broken up, stolen away by Columbia. Mulholland with it. Mulholland gets it to Morgan. Morgan with it on the left side. Jumps it off to Davis. Davis going to run some clock. Clock down to 51 seconds.
trying to run away from that foul.
And did a good job of it. Finally chases her down, Quinn Johnston, as Columbia running the clock, running away. Johnston commits her third foul. Going to send Tiana Davis back to the line, shooting 2 free throws for Columbia. Free throw Davis, back rim, no good. Davis will get one more. 53 seconds left in the ball game. Columbia's lead is 8. Davis could make it 9. Free throw Davis is good. 1 out of 2 free throws, Tiana Davis for her 12th point. And Columbia leads 47-38. 45 seconds left in the game. Summit with the ball. Kroll with it between the circles. Looking for the backdoor cut. Throws it away.
Did Bailey touch it?
No. He pointed, the official pointed the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
He tried to get the ball back to Summit, and then he changed his mind and said it goes to Columbia as Summit threw it away. Swafford with it in backcourt to Mulholland. To Davis. Tiana with it, gives it to Mulholland in the front court. Mulholland with it, gives it off to Bailey. Bailey out on top, Davis. Clock down to 25. Davis dribbling away from the defender. And they can't foul her. They can't catch her to foul her. They finally foul Tiana Davis with 19 seconds to go.
The whole gym kind of let out a chuckle right there because it's like watching a deer run. She's quick.
Exactly.
Trying to get away from everybody that's trying to foul her. It's like a game of tag on the basketball court.
She couldn't catch her. Davis, free throw is good. Tiana Davis knocks down the free throw for her 13th point.
Think she's tired of shooting free throws yet?
No, definitely not. And all her points in the second half have been free throws. Free throw up, no good. Rebound taken off by Summit. Second free throw, no good.
10 points.
Summit with it. Ali kicks it off to Shear. Shot put up, no good. Rebound chase. Davis. Clock down to 4 seconds. Davis going to hold it.
That's it.
And that's your ball game. Final score, Columbia wins by 10, 48-38. Lady Lions undefeated. They run their record to 3-0 as they defeat Summit 48-38 tonight here in Columbia.
Hey, Barry, let's take a look right before we go to break right here. I've got a play of the second half. That first play of the first half was Savia Morgan on the fast break after the steal. I think this is what really changed. Summit was kind of gaining some more momentum there. You can switch over to Facebook, you can see this, but Tiana Davis on a ISO kind of goes right by Pittman. Nice Euro step down the lane and gets a key bucket for Columbia right there. After Summit was kind of showing some life, that really distinguished that flame right there. And after that, it was kind of all she wrote. Columbia with a big victory.
Took it down the lane, high off the glass. It was a big bucket as Summit was getting some momentum. And Tiana Davis takes it down the lane, lays it high off the glass and scores. And the Lady Lions win tonight by 10, 48-38. And that 27-point average is gone, but not by much.
No, not by much.
Final score, Lady Lions win 48-38. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more right after this.
Looking for convenience? Try Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across Murray County, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Whether stopping in on your way to work for coffee and a biscuit, taking a plate lunch to go, or grabbing something cold to drink after a long, hot day at work, there's always one nearby. Quick Mart convenience stores, conveniently located all across southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Proudly serving Shell gasoline.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Lady Lions a winner tonight, run their record to 3-0 as they defeat Spring Hill Summit 48-38. Kayana Edwards is back, and she scored 3 points tonight, played well, got the cobwebs out, and got the functioning like the old Kayana later on in the game, and did well tonight, Kayana Edwards. Samaya Morgan had 22 points tonight for Columbia Central Lady Lions. Anaya Mulholland had 6 points tonight, great leadership and great defense for Anaya Mulholland.
Tremendous defense.
Tiana Davis got in foul trouble, but she winds up scoring 13 points for the Lady Lions and knocking down some big free throws and a big bucket down the stretch to help the Lady Lions to keep the lead and win the ball game. Kayla Crawford had 4 points tonight, and that rounded out the scoring for Columbia. Summit was led by Quinn Johnston with 12 points tonight for Summit. Lady Lions are 3-0, and a big win for Columbia Central Lady Lions tonight as they defeat Spring Hill Summit 48-38.
I know everybody's interested. I know me and Barry are in the Tennessee game. That's usually on these airwaves, but Tennessee right now up 17-11 on Purdue. 10 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first half. Tennessee with a 6-point lead over the number 2 team in the country. I know that's good news for all the Vol fans that usually tune into the station to hear Volunteer basketball.
Without a doubt. We'll take a break. The Columbia Central Lions warming up, as are the Spartans for Summit High School. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back with Columbia Central High School boys basketball, Lions basketball in just a few. Final score, Lady Lions successful tonight. Lady Lions winning tonight by the score of 48-38 over Summit. We'll be back in just a few.
This is Elk Kennedy. The old saying is, happy wife, happy life could be more true. Many years ago, my wife, Mary Susan, had major surgery on her back, but continued with chronic pain. Doctors were saying invalid, disabled. But then she found the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, and Chronic Pain in Franklin, Tennessee. It has changed our lives. We visited there recently with Dr. Wendy Toohey, saw the state-of-the-art facilities. Folks, don't take a pill. Call Dr. Gill.
Go to callmepainfree.com.
Are you a homeowner looking to unlock the potential of your home equity? Explore a home equity loan with First Farmers. Hi, this is Felicia Brown with First Farmers, and we would like to invite you to access funds with a home equity loan. For home improvements, invest in education, or simplify your finances, you can make your dreams a reality with the power of your home equity. Get started today. Apply online at myfirstfarmers.com or call to speak with one of our team specialists at 1-800-882-8378, Equal Housing Lender.
The Medicare annual enrollment period starts October 15th, and Murray Regional Health wants to make sure you have all the information you need before enrolling or changing your plan. Murray Regional will host the free Your Medicare in 2024 seminar at the Murray Regional Annex at 1223 Trotwood Avenue in Columbia on November 3rd, where experts will explain Medicare plan changes and answer any questions about enrollment. No registration is necessary to attend. For more information, go to murrayregional.com. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Parks Motor Sales was founded by my granddad, Bobby Parks, and my great-granddad, Julian Mays, in 1958. We've been family-owned the whole time, and being family-owned, locally-owned means you get to get your next vehicle or your existing vehicle serviced by the same people who stand in the grocery line with you, drop their kids off at the same school you do, and smile and are happy to see you when they do. So come see us at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee on 919 Nashville Highway or parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Foster Insurance Agency is a locally owned independent agency and a proud member of the Insurers of Tennessee. Foster represents many top-rated insurance companies such as Auto Owners Insurance. The great team at Foster has been servicing Columbia and surrounding areas in Middle Tennessee since 1952 and offers many commercial and personal insurance products. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient location at 204 West 4th Street in Columbia, Tennessee.
We always get the question, what is Caledonian? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonian? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degrees. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you looking to turn your car into cold hard cash today? Don't look any further than Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. You probably know us for selling cars, but did you know we're in the business of buying cars? That's right, we buy all makes and models at top dollar every day. Show up with your car and leave with cash. It's that easy. Stop by today to get a written offer on your vehicle. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia is family owned and proud to serve our community.
You can count on us.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Looking for convenience? Try Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across Murray County, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Whether stopping in on your way to work for coffee and a biscuit, taking a plate lunch to go, or grabbing something cold to drink after a long hot day at work, there's always one nearby. Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Proudly serving Shell gasoline.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This is Elk Kennedy. The old saying is, happy wife, happy life could be more true. Many years ago, my wife, Mary Susan, had major surgery on her back, but continued with chronic pain. Doctors were saying invalid, disabled. But then she found the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, and Chronic Pain in Franklin, Tennessee. It has changed our lives. We visited there recently with Dr. Wendy Toohey, saw the state-of-the-art facilities. Folks, don't take a pill. Call Dr. Gill.
Go to callmepainfree.com.
Are you a homeowner looking to unlock the potential of your home equity? Explore a home equity loan with First Farmers. Hi, this is Felicia Brown with First Farmers, and we would like to invite you to access funds with a home equity loan. For home improvements, invest in education, or simplify your finances, you can make your dreams a reality with the power of your home equity. Get started today. Apply online at myfirstfarmers.com or call to speak with one of our team specialists at 1-800-882-8378, Equal Housing Lender.
The Medicare annual enrollment.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Parks Motor Sales was founded by my granddad, Bobby Parks, and my great-granddad, Julian Mays, in 1958. We've been family-owned the whole time, and being family-owned, locally owned, means you get to get your next vehicle or your existing vehicle serviced by the same people who stand in the grocery line with you, drop their kids off at the same school you do, and smile and are happy to see you when they do. So come see us at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee on 919 Nashville Highway or parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Foster Insurance Agency is a locally owned independent agency and a proud member of the Insurers of Tennessee. Foster represents many top-rated insurance companies such as Auto Owners Insurance. The great team at Foster has been servicing Columbia and surrounding areas in Middle Tennessee since 1952 and offers many commercial and personal insurance products. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient location at 204 West 4th Street in Columbia, Tennessee.
We always get the question, what is Caledonian? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonian? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degrees. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Home of Columbia Central Lions Athletics for over 70 years. 103.7 WKRM Columbia.
And welcome back to the Columbia Central High School Gymnasium. I'm Barry Duke along with Lou Maddox. Lady Lions a winner tonight by 10. They defeat Summit 48-38. As we get ready for the second game of the nightcap tonight between the Columbia Central High School Lions, undefeated at 2-0, taking on the Spartans of Summit High School. Summit under first-year coach Thad Burgess. They come into tonight's game with a record of undefeated at 2-0. And Columbia Central also 2-0 on the night. And should be a tremendous game here tonight between Columbia Central and the Summit Spartans here tonight in Columbia.
Yeah, Barry, kind of a heavyweight battle here at Central tonight between Summit and Columbia, and two first-year head coaches that are bringing two undefeated teams into this gymnasium tonight. I'm telling you, man, I'm excited to watch this basketball game. And we talked to Coach Levere during halftime of the girls' game, and I asked him, or I was just talking about how hard this team over the last couple of games has been playing for him. I mean, they just seem like they really have bought into what Coach Levere is saying, and they really, want to impress him and play for him and behind him. You can, and he's just kind of like a guy that these guys can relate to a lot better. A couple of coaching changes over the last couple of years, and I just feel like Brandon is the right fit. I know we've had him on our broadcast a few times over the years. He played here, went here, and his brother Omari Franklin was a great point guard for Columbia for his 4 years at Central. And you even saw Coach Levere in warm-ups warming up with the team and really taking it to him, trying to drive to the basket and put up some shots and get his defense really, really amped up to play this one. They're going to need it, but I think Columbia brings the intensity out tonight that they need, and they get a big win. He emphasized wins at home, especially in front of this home crowd. I think they get it done tonight, and I'm really excited to watch them do it.
Of course, Brandon's a jack of all trades. Just a couple of years ago, he did color commentary for me on the broadcast. So he's an all-around kind of guy and outstanding coach. And let's hope the third time is the charm. First time the Lions came out, they played extremely well, played tough. Second time they came out, played tough and played well. And let's see if the third time's the charm and seem like it sets up. See if it sets a precedence where they can continue to play hard and play well for the rest of the season. And if they do, it would be a great event for Columbia.
I sure hope so.
Getting ready for the starting lineups here tonight at Columbia Central. between Columbia Central, 2-0, the Lions, and 2-0 Spartans of Summit High School. Columbia Central, of course, coached by Brandon LeBeer. And the starting lineup for Summit, number 2, Cade LaFesti. Number 4 is Derek Smith. Number 11 for Summit is Jackson Puri. Number 13 is Keenan West. And number 34 is David Barbieri.
Once again, you can catch this game on WKRM on Facebook and on WKRM.com, our website, for live stream.
And the starting lineup for the Columbia Central Lions, number 2, Jordan Davis, 6'3", 195 senior, headed to Ball State University, play football. Number 12 is K.I. Hunt, 6-foot junior. Point guard is number 30, Demarion Polk, 6'1" senior. And also for Columbia, Kenneth Jackson running the point, number 10, 5'10" senior. And rounding out the starting 5 is D.K. Armstrong, a 6'6" junior for Columbia. Columbia is coached by Brandon LeBeer in his first year at Columbia Central, while the Spartans are coached by Thad Burgess, also in his first year as head coach for the Spartans.
It's going to be a fun one.
Spartans with orange uniforms, black numerals, trimmed in gold. Columbia Central, white tops and bottoms, purple numerals, trimmed in black. D.K. Armstrong will be jumping center. He'll be jumping against West for Summit. Tip is up, controlled by Summit. Summit pushes it down the floor, puts up the shot. It's good.
Good start.
Summit takes it to the rack and scores right off the bat. Derek Smith. And Summit takes a 2-0 lead over Columbia on the tip. Jackson with the ball for Columbia. To Davis. Davis spins top of the key, dumps it inside. K.I. Hunt. Hunt shot in the cylinder, comes out of there, taken off by Summit. Smith.
There's that lid again.
To Barbieri. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. Pulled out of there by Columbia. Coming out of there with it is K.I. Hunt. To Jackson. In the front court. Lions. Top of the key. Right side Davis. Davis back to Jackson. Summit 2-3 zone. Davis 3-point shot. No good. Rebound taken off Summit. Puri. To Smith. Shot put up no good. Rebound foul. Foul call in Columbia's Polk. Polk is called for the foul over the back.
He reached over.
And picks up his team first foul.
Not a good foul.
Summit to inbound it under their basket. LaFesti. LaFesti threw it away. Yes.
Hey, we'll take it.
Columbia gets the ball on the turnover. Also in for Summit now is Jerion Tate. Tate into the game for Summit. Columbia with the basketball. Jordan Davis with it on the right wing. Gives it off to Hunt. To Polk. Polk with it to Jackson. They're working around the perimeter. And to Davis. Davis spins, puts up the jumper, short. Fight for the rebound. Davis with it.
What an effort.
Gives it off to Hunt. Hunt tripped on the play. Gets it off to Armstrong. Ball stripped away. Stolen wide by Summit. Summit to the hole. Puts up the shot off the glass. No good. Get their own rebound. Foul call over the back. Summit.
I don't know if Summit was trying to set up an alley-oop right there, but or if that was just a floater. It kind of looked like it was supposed to be a pass, but either way, it didn't work at all.
I think he's going to try to finesse it off the glass. Puri commits the foul, his team first.
Just like against Whites Creek, Columbia kind of coming out a little bit flat. They've just got to settle in and do what they need to do and execute.
Jackson with it, gives it off Polk to Jackson, dumps it inside Hunt. Back to Polk. To Jackson, to Polk. Polk with the jumper. No good. Rebound Jackson. Jackson, fall away 15-footer. Got it.
Nice shot.
Kenneth Jackson puts it back and scores, and Columbia ties the game at 2.
They call him Kenchino. That was a pretty pass from the free throw line, or shot from the free throw line right there.
LaFesti with the ball. Gives it off to Tate. Shot put up, no good. Armstrong with it, pushes it out to Polk. Polk got a 2-on-2 break, does a Euro step, and they're going to call traveling.
What?
Traveling call. Training official calls traveling on the Euro step.
Oh, clean to me.
Columbia turns it over. Summit with the ball. Smith gets it in the front court. Pushes it down the floor. Puts up the shot.
Nice
blocked
block.
away by Columbia's Davis. Davis gets it down to Polk. Pokes to the hole. Puts it up there. It's good. Great rebound by Jordan Davis. And Polk with the breakaway lays it up and scores. And Columbia takes a 4-2 lead.
Polk was still down there after he failed on trying to swat one away, a pass when they were doing full court press. And he was just still down there wide open to cherry pick another bucket for Columbia.
Marty Phillips into the game for Summit. Also into the game is Makai Bell. Phillips with it. Kicks it off on the right side to Smith. Drives the baseline. Goes all the way under. Blocked away. Foul called Columbia. Summit with 2 players down. One getting up okay. Shaking up. One barely getting up.
That was a good block, but a hard foul from behind by K.I. Good effort, though.
Foul called on K.I. Hunt. His first, team second. Summit will have the ball to be inbounded underneath their basket. Inbounded, turned around shot, no good. Foul call, Columbia. This time it may be Armstrong. Let's see. Call a foul on Jackson. Kenneth Jackson picks up his first, team third foul. Free throw up and in by Marty Phillips. Scores his first point tonight. Columbia's leading 4-3 with 4:50 left in the first quarter. Marty Phillips, second free throw is good. Phillips knocks down 2 free throws, and we're tied at 4. Jackson races across the timeline for Columbia, loses the ball, taken off by Smith. Smith to the hole, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Summit with the putback and scores. LaFesti got the putback and scores. All goes inside, broken up, Summit. Summit with the basketball, steps on the inline.
He's close.
Kicks it off to Smith. Smith with it, dumps it inside. Bell spins, puts up the shot.
On the floor.
They're going to call a foul before the shot. Foul called Columbia.
Wholesale substitution coming in for Columbia.
Call a foul on Armstrong.
Columbia's got a deep bench. I didn't expect a 5-man sub to come in this early, though.
Yeah, that's what Coach Brandon Levere said. You know, you could go 5 in, 5 out, put 5 fresh players in, and hopefully not miss a beat. Summit drives, takes it down the lane. They're going to call it tight. Foul call on Columbia. Foul call on Tellington. Now they're going to call it on Columbia's Jeremiah Vaughn. Columbia has into the ball game Jeremiah Vaughn along with Jalen Knight, Jaravius Hall. Also in for the first time this season, and Malachi Horton into the game for Columbia.
That's a big addition.
Big time.
From beyond the arc. He can make it rain from anywhere.
And Corbin Williams, the other player for Columbia Central. Summit free throw is good by Marty Phillips, his third point, all coming from the free throw line. Summit taking a 9-4 lead over Columbia. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Bell for Summit. 3-point shot, Summit is good. Summit gets the rebound, gives it off to Phillips, and Phillips knocks down the tray. So Phillips comes out of that possession with a 4-point play. Shooting 2 free throws, missed the second, but it tipped out and he hit the 3.
Yeesh.
There's 3:58 left in the first quarter. It's Summit 12, Columbia 4. We'll be back right after this.
is a locally owned independent agency and a proud member of the Insurers of Tennessee. Foster represents many top-rated insurance companies such as Auto Owners Insurance. The great team at Foster has been servicing Columbia and surrounding areas in Middle Tennessee since 1952 and offers many commercial and personal insurance products. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient location at 204 West 4th Street in Columbia, Tennessee.
Columbia Central trailing 12-4, 3:50 left. Ball goes into Hall. Hall is pressure and a foul call. They're calling it tight.
There they are.
Foul called on Summit.
Tighter than the girls' game so far. The same officiating crew. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Whites Creek at one point had a 12-4 advantage over Columbia to open things out. So nothing to panic about yet. Coach Levere is definitely not happy with the way his team has come out to start this basketball game.
Foul called on Cade Lefeste. Lefeste's first, team second foul. Columbia gets the ball inbounded, gets it to Corbin Williams. Over to Malachi Horton. 3-second foul, 3-second call on Columbia. They called Chase Tellington.
That was a quick 3 seconds. Tellington inbounded that ball and immediately went down there. That was a quick call right there.
12-4 is the score. Columbia turns it over. Jaravius.
Oh, it was close.
Out on top defending. Summit with the ball. Micaiah Bell kicks it off on the left side. Gives it off to Derek Smith.
That's us.
Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Summit. Columbia's basketball. Coming into the game now for Columbia, Jalen Knight. And coming out is Tellington. Malachi Horton with the ball. Gives it off to Vaughn. Dump it inside. Knight had it stripped away, taken by Summit. And a foul called on Columbia on a reach-in on Corbin Williams. His first, team third.
And then back in comes that first group.
3 minutes left in the first quarter. Summit leading Columbia 12-4.
Just seems like they lost a little bit of a step when that second group came in.
Just a little bit.
Not much.
Going to the line for Summit. Already in the bonus. Is Derek Smith. Free throw Smith is good. 13-4 is the score. Summit on top. Derek Smith will get another free throw for Summit. Free throw Smith is good. Rolls it in, is good for his fourth point. 14-4, 10-point lead Summit. Davis, Hunt, Armstrong, Jackson, and Polk back into the ball game for Columbia. Columbia gets it inside to Armstrong. Hot pass. Spinning on the baseline. It bumps. And a foul call Summit. Foul called on Summit's Marty Phillips. His first. Team third.
Polk still just one three attempt so far in this first quarter. I'll tell you, Barry, watching him right before the girls' game, trying to get some shots up, he couldn't miss from beyond the arc. Got to get him some looks.
Polk with it to Jackson. To Davis. Davis drives, takes it to the hole, puts up the shot off the glass. No good. Gets it on rebound. Loose on the floor. Fight for it. Kick it out to Polk. Polk tries to save it. Can't. Goes out of bounds to Summit.
Great effort by Davis. Just couldn't get it out there accurately to Polk.
Summit with the basketball. Phillips kicks it off on the left side to Mackay Bell. Summit takes it to the hole, puts up the shot. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Davis.
Oh, don't call a foul.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine, Barry. That's
oh,
warranted.
My goodness. Davis gets the rebound, and the player's all over him, and the official calls a foul on Davis for getting a rebound.
That's ridiculous.
I think I'm getting a check on that one. Oh, my goodness.
I don't blame you, Barry. His face is tomato red over there, the official that just called that foul. He knows he's wrong.
Man.
He knows wholeheartedly that was not the right call.
Free throw, Marty Phillips in the air is good. Phillips scores his 7th point.
Davis has got to come out.
Davis picks up his 2nd foul.
And it was a great effort and a great board from Davis.
You get the rebound, and you're ready to throw it down the floor to your teammate, and they call a foul. Second free throw is good by Phillips.
Didn't go over the back on anybody. I mean, the dude just was right in his path.
Stuck his head in there. Wow.
Goodness
16-4. Lions down by a dozen. Jackson gives it off to Horton. 3-point shot, Jackson. Got it.
That helps.
Big time. Kenneth Jackson knocks down the tray for Columbia. Big bucket. Cuts Summit's lead to 9, 16-7. Minute 40 left in the first quarter. Summit with the basketball. Summit works around the perimeter. Michael Crutcher into the game now. Also in for Puri back in. Bell with it, loses the handle. Gives it back to Lefesty. Ball deflected. Traveling call.
There you go.
Summit turns it over on the travel.
Starting to get a little bit tenacious on defense, and right there forces a turnover. Got to have more of that.
Summit Andrew Dugan into the game. 16-7 is the score. Summit with the lead. Columbia with the basketball. Malachi Horton with it. Off the poke to Horton to Jackson. Jackson to Hunt to Armstrong. Goes up and is hammered on the play. On the shot, foul call, and D.K. Armstrong will go to the line for the Lions, shooting 2 free throws for Columbia.
Pretty easy call.
Columbia trailing 16-7 with 1:05 left in the first quarter.
It's probably been the area for me that needs the most improvement. Lions have got to hit these free throws when they get the opportunity.
Free throw, D.K. Armstrong, no good. Armstrong will get another free throw. Second free throw, Armstrong rolling out, no good.
Just can't happen.
And rebound taken off by Summit. Summit with the ball in the front court. Driving, puts up the shot, no good. A rebound over the back. Summit, oh my goodness. Columbia got the rebound and the player crashes from behind, knocks the ball loose, and Bell with the putback scores for Summit.
It's just right place, right time right there.
Jackson for 3, no good, back rim. Rebound fought for, taken off by Summit.
It was a bad shot.
Jerrion Tate with the rebound for Summit. Over to Dugan. Andrew Dugan with it. To Crutcher. Crutcher with it on the right baseline.
20 seconds left.
Back over to Tate. Clock running down 15 seconds. In the first quarter, Columbia trailing by 11, 18-7. Summit with the basketball. Dugan. Dugan works on the left side. Kicks it off. Shot at the buzzer. No good.
Good defense.
And a rebound and deflected. And that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the score, it's Summit 18, Columbia 7. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
This is WKRM 103.7 FM and 1340 AM, the home for the Columbia Central Lions for the past 75 years.
Back at Columbia Central High School, I'm Barry Duke along with Lou Maddox. Bringing you basketball action tonight. At the end of the first quarter, Summit leading Columbia Central boys by the score of 16-7. Columbia's basketball to start the second quarter. They'll have Polk, Jackson, Horton, Hunt and Hall into the game. Skip past Hunt. Out to Polk. Polk drives the lane. Tries to dump it inside, and a kick against Summit. And it's Columbia's basketball under their basket. DeMarion Polk inbounds the play. Gets it into Jaravius Hall. To Jackson. To Polk. Back to Jackson. Drives the lane. Puts up the shot. In and out. No good. Charge against Jackson. Kenneth Jackson is called for the charge. That's his second. His second foul. And Summit will have the ball to be inbounded underneath the Lion basket.
There's nothing going Columbia's way right now.
Not at all. Coming into the game for Columbia. Is Jackson Myers. Summit with the basketball up by 9. Dugan in the trap. Ball slapped loose. Fight for it. Dugan picks it back up. Goes inside. Top of the key. 3-point shot. No good. Rebound fought for. Hunt with it. Hunt is bumped. The ball loose on the floor. Hunt dives forward. Gets it in there. Got to Polk. Polk with it. Brings it into front court. Polk takes it down the lane. No, dumps it inside Hall. Hall pump fake. And is pushed. And Jaravius Hall will go to the line shooting 2 free throws. He got a little roughed up on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he got bumped in the face a little bit.
And it's hard to get roughed up, 6'3", 290, but he got roughed up inside, holding his face.
I don't think he meant for that to be a pump fake either. He kind of went up and
kind of lost the ball.
Didn't have it. Didn't have a shot either. There was a guy all over him.
Hall free throw, big free throw there for Columbia. Jaravius Hall with his first point tonight.
Got to keep hitting them. It's going to be big in the backstretch of this game.
Columbia just need to cut into it. Hall, second free throw, back rim, no good. Rebound taken off by Bell for Summit. Bell walks it into front court. Puts it inside. Bell with it, puts it up. Basket counts. Bell is fouled on the play by Jaravius Hall. Bucket is good by Micaiah Bell, and he goes for the and one.
It's a good fake. Got Jaravius up in the air, and it's going to be a foul every time when he's coming back down to earth, because that's a lot of Jaravius Hall that's going down on the shooter.
Bell to shoot the and one, the free throw for the 3-point play. Summit up by 10. Free throw Bell. No good. Rebound ripped out of there by Columbia's Jackson Myers. Myers with the rebound. Gives it off to Columbia's Jeremiah Vaughn. Vaughn with the basketball. Works it around the perimeter. Kicks it off on the right side. Myers. Myers flicks it off. Jumps it over to Hunt. Hunt had it blocked away. Ball loose. Now taken back by Summit. Summit with the basketball. Columbia didn't capitalize on that possession.
No, they didn't.
Summit pushes it down the floor. Look, Festi. Festi with it. Dumps it off to Smith for Summit. Columbia down by 10. But Festi goes all the way under. Gets off to Bell. Bell puts it up and scores. Micaiah Bell scores his 6th point. And it's a 12-point lead. Summit with 5:55 remaining in the first half. Myers with it. Kicks it off on the left side to Vaughn. Back to Myers. Dumps it inside to Armstrong. Back to Myers. Armstrong with it in the lane.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by Columbia. 5 minutes and 44 seconds remain in the first half. It's Summit 20, Columbia 8. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking to turn your car into cold hard cash today? Don't look any further than Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. You probably know us for selling cars, but did you know we're in the business of buying cars? That's right, we buy all makes and models at top dollar every day. Show up with your car and leave with cash. It's that easy. Stop by today to get a written offer on your vehicle. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia is family owned and proud to serve our community.
You can count on us.
This is WKRM 103.7 Columbia, Tennessee. Your home for the Columbia Central Lions for over 75 years.
20-8, Summit on top of Columbia by 12 with 5:44 left in the first half of play. And we certainly want to thank Breeze Homemade Ice Cream for hooking us up with some delicious ice cream tonight.
Man, they're awesome. And by the way, Tennessee up 31-30 on Purdue at halftime with a 1-point lead for the Vols at the half.
Wow.
Good game.
Yeah, very good. Davis back in for Columbia. Columbia have Davis, Hall, along with Vaughn. Davis on the baseline drives. Had it stripped away. Bodies fly.
Like a foul on Summit, hopefully.
We think it's a foul on Summit. And it is. Foul call Summit. LaFeste commits the foul. That's his second. Only team second. Jordan Davis will inbound the play. Columbia's Hall. Hall gets the inbounded feed to Vaughn. They work around Davis. Davis for three. No good. Rebound battle for. Summit fights each other for the rebound. Summit with the rebound. Smith gives it off to Crutcher. Over to LaFeste. LaFeste with it. Drives the lane. Back to Smith. Smith drives all the way under. Hand check. Foul call Columbia on Vaughn.
Calling it real tight.
Sometimes. Jeremiah Vaughn commits the foul. That's his second. LaFeste comes out of the ball game. Into the game for Summit is Marty Phillips. Phillips inbounds the play. Summit spins. Smith, shot up no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Davis. Davis under pressure. Gives it off to Vaughn. Vaughn takes it to the rack, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound taken off Bell. Deflected. Summit almost throws it away. And they come up with it. Bell with it.
Columbia just taking some bad shots here.
No 10-second count. Summit finally gets it in the front court. Taps it inside and works around the perimeter. Off to Smith. To Bell. Bell for three. Got it. Bell is killing Columbia. Bell scores his 9th point. 23-8 with 4:30 left in the first half of play. And if Columbia's going to make a move, now's the time to make that move.
They got to do something.
Myers with it on the right wing. Myers bumped. Dumps it inside Hall. Hall puts up the jumper. No good. Tapped up by Columbia. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Hall.
There we go.
3-point shot by Jackson Myers is good. Big bucket. Jackson Myers. Summit with it. Almost over and back. Almost not in the front court. Derek Smith with the ball. Kicks off on the right side. Bell. Bell is bumped and fouled by Jaravius Hall. Hall commits the foul. That's his second.
That was a weak foul. Tiny little bump. I bet Jaravius didn't even feel that.
He felt it when the official blew the whistle and called the foul on him, but yeah.
Only emotionally.
Yeah.
He's not happy over there on the bench.
23-11. Armstrong reaches to deflect it on Bell, and Armstrong is called for the foul.
Oh, my goodness.
Armstrong commits his second foul.
That's the fifth.
Team fifth foul. And going to the line, Micaiah Bell shooting 2 free throws. They're in the bonus now. Bell free throw is good. Bell has 10 points for Summit. And Summit takes a 13-point lead, 24-11.
Columbia's got to get this fouling nipped in the bud. So they're going to be shooting 2 every foul the rest of the way.
Second free throw, Bell is good.
They are hitting them.
Bell has come off the bench and scores 11 points. And Summit leads by 14. They dump it inside. Armstrong spins, gives it off Davis. Davis puts up the shot, swatted away. Foul called on Bell. And Columbia should be shooting 2 free throws. Fouled in the act of shooting. Bell commits the foul. That's only his first.
Got to hit him.
And Columbia needs to get points any way they can get them. Only the 3rd team foul against Summit. But fouled in the act of shooting was Jordan Davis. Free throw Davis. Back rim, no good. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first half, and Columbia only has 11 points. And to say it's an off-night shooting is an understatement. Columbia's Jordan Davis will get another free throw. Rattles out, no good. Taken off by Summit. Columbia's ice cold. Summit with the basketball. Puri. Bale, 3-point shot. Summit up and in. It's good. Shot up and in. Marty Phillips. Marty Phillips has 11 points. Jackson for Columbia. Dumps it inside. Armstrong puts it up. Got hammered on the play by Bell.
That shot almost hit the lights back here on the other end.
Bell commits the foul. That's his second. Foul in the act of shooting is D.K. Armstrong.
That was really a clean block on Armstrong by Bell.
It was. And Bell told the official that. Free throw. Armstrong, no good.
Oh, my goodness.
Front rim. Bell goes out of the game. Bell has come off the bench to score 11 points. Picks up his second foul.
Is that 1 for 7 on free throws now?
Second free throw, no good. Armstrong missed 2 free throws, 28-11. Marty Phillips in the front court for Summit. Summit works around the perimeter to Keenan West. Drives, puts up the shot.
Travel.
Shot no good. Late whistle, travel call. Columbia needs to put some points on the board before halftime.
They have to.
Jackson in the front court. Kicks it off to Polk. Polk spins in the lane, puts up the shot. It's good. He's pushed in the back, and Polk scores for Columbia. Demarion Polk with a bucket.
Polk is special, man.
Yes, yes.
He is good.
Took it down the lane, spinning, banging it off the glass, and got fouled on the play.
Hey, do we know what grade he's in?
He's a senior.
Oh, is he?
Polk will go to the line for the and one for Columbia. Free throw Polk is good. Polk may be that spark that Columbia needs on the 3-point play. Cut Summit's lead to 14, 28-14.
I got to have some kind of spark. So right now, this is kind of hard to watch.
Full court pressure, Columbia. Summit LaFesti brings it into front court against A.I. Hunt. K.I. Hunt. 3-point shot, Summit. No good. Rebound, fought for, ripped out of there by Columbia. Armstrong to Davis. 2:26 left. Davis, top of the key, gives it off Jackson. Jackson drives. Backs it out. Gives it off K.I. Hunt on the right wing. Columbia needs buckets, and lots of them.
Yep.
Davis with it to Hunt. Drives. Polk. Step back. 3-point shot. No good. Rebound ripped out of there by Summit. Jackson. Jackson Puri gets it in the front court. Gives it off to LaFesti. LaFesti drives the lane to Smith. Smith back to LaFesti. LaFesti drives. Puts up the shot. They're going to call a foul on Columbia.
Where was the foul?
Foul called on Columbia. They're going to call it on Armstrong.
I didn't see that.
And give him 2 free throws. Armstrong is called for the foul. His third. LaFesti free throw is good for his 3rd point. Looked like Matador defense. He swiped at the ball, but he was like 2 feet away. But we're up here and they're down there.
That's true.
29-14. Summit on top. LaFesti at the line. Cade LaFesti. Second free throw is good. (30-14). The Lions trail by 16. Kenneth Jackson with the basketball, kicks it off on the right side. Polk back to Jackson, to Hall into the game. Hall to Polk. Polk drives the lane, puts up the shot, got it. Polk takes it down the lane, hangs it up there, and it's good.
Job by Polk.
Demarion Polk with the score. Ball almost stolen by Columbia. Now it's taken back by Summit. Summit drives. Clock down a minute 15. Columbia down by 14 now. Dump it off, give and go. Summit takes it to the hole, puts it up and in. Summit with a bucket on the give and go. Andrew Dugan. And Dugan scores his first two.
It was an easy shot.
Polk with it for Columbia, drives.
What a pass.
Gets inside Davis. Davis puts it up there. And a foul call against Summit. And you're going to call it on Michael Crutcher.
Polk kind of looks like Jason Williams down there. That no-look pass.
Exactly.
That was nice.
So Jordan Davis will go to the line for Columbia. And Jordan Davis will be shooting 2 free throws with 53 seconds left in the first half. First free throw, Davis, is good. And can you believe it? That's the first point tonight for Jordan Davis. He's averaging over 17 points a game. And with 53 seconds left in the first half of play, that is Jordan Davis's first point tonight.
That's got to change.
Second free throw, Davis, back rim, no good. Rebound taken off by Summit. Jerion Tate, 32-17. Three-point shot, Summit is good. Marty Phillips knocks down the tray for his 14th point. Makes it a 35-17 ball game. Jackson with it. Jackson to Polk. Jordan Davis for 3. No good. Rebound taken out of there by Summit.
I've got numbers.
Long pass down the floor, throws it away. Summit turns it over with 19 seconds left in the first half of play. Timeout on the floor by Columbia with 19 seconds left is Summit 35, Columbia 17. Back right after this.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Parks Motor Sales was founded by my granddad, Bobby Parks, and my great-granddad, Julian Mays, in 1958. We've been family-owned the whole time, and being family-owned, locally-owned means you get to get your next vehicle or your existing vehicle serviced by the same people who stand in the grocery line with you, drop their kids off at the same school you do, and smile and are happy to see you when they do. So come see us at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee on 919 Nashville Highway or parksmotorsales.com.
19.2 seconds left in the first half. Lions are trailing by a bunch, 35-17.
Trailing by a whole lot. I didn't see what happened. What happened, Barry?
Columbia to inbound the ball after the timeout, and as soon as Jackson came over to get the ball, the official called a 5-second count.
Oh, my goodness.
And Summit has the ball with 19 seconds left. Summit with the basketball, leading 35-17. Ball kick, Summit. They get the ball back. Summit with the basketball. Derek Smith. Clock down to 6 seconds. Summit with it, drives, puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound fought for, and that's the end of the first half. It's halftime. Halftime score. It's Summit 35, Columbia 17. 35-17 Summit. It's halftime. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the head coach of the Columbia Central Lady Lions, Megan Moore, and Sabaya Morgan right after this timeout.
Are you a homeowner looking to unlock the potential of your home equity? Explore a home equity loan with First Farmers. Hi, this is Felicia Brown with First Farmers, and we would like to invite you to access funds with a home equity loan. For home improvements, invest in education, or simplify your finances, you can make your dreams a reality with the power of your home equity. Get started today. Apply online at myfirstfarmers.com or call to speak with one of our team specialists at 1-800-882-8378, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Home of Columbia Central Lions Athletics for over 70 years. 103.7 WKRM Columbia.
And welcome back to the Columbia Central High School Gymnasium. It's halftime. Halftime scores: Summit Spartans 35, Columbia Central Lions 17. Lions in a little trouble right now. Also with us is Sabaya Morgan and the coach of the Columbia Central Lady Lions, Megan Moore. And, Coach, another big win for your basketball team tonight, winning over Summit by 10, 48-38. So, and you had a full accompaniment of players tonight.
Yes, it was so great to have our Rogie players back. You know, we're blessed and grateful for the amount of, you know, accolades that our kids are able to go out and venture and have success in other places as well. But, you know, there was a different dynamic and a different vibe for us, like knowing that we had everybody back. So it was exciting for us to get everybody back and see. And even though, you know, there's a couple adjustments to make, it's going to take a little bit of time to go from rugby season to basketball season, but, you know, they did a phenomenal job tonight.
And, of course, Sabaya Morgan had a big night for your basketball team. Had 22 points tonight, by my account. Yeah,
yes.
22 points, and coming off a 18-point scoring game on Friday and 11 steals. Yeah, that's pretty good, a double-double.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So how you feel about that?
Really good. It's great helping my team out whenever it's needed.
And, of course, the intensity was great tonight for your basketball team. Starting out a little slow, like the boys. The boys hadn't caught up yet. But starting out a little slow, but caught up, and Summit didn't have an answer for your defense, for your quick hands, as they were turning it over, and probably more than they called, but they turned it over quite a bit.
Well, it felt like they called everything tonight. So we had everybody in foul trouble, but, you know, whenever you understand the way that the game is going to be called, that kind of determines, you know, your team, and ours showed the resiliency to be able to, you know, make adjustments, but at the same time stick to our game plan and be true to who we are and ourselves, and not let it get to us, and that's why we were able to come out on top.
And, of course, you had the triplets back together, too, also. I call them the triplets. Kiana Edwards, Sabaya Morgan, and Anaya Mulholland. It's all the players about the same size, and they really go after it. So,
they are a trio trifecta for sure.
Exactly. Great defense, great hands, great steals. It was great to watch tonight. Of course, Sabaya still excited, signed to play softball with the University of Tennessee. So that is a good thing. Yes. And of course, you had Sabaya Morgan night just a couple of weeks ago, a few days ago, and it turned out a big success.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. And, of course, playing basketball now, and everybody always say, well, you know, she's a great softball player, but the way she plays basketball, she could play at the University of Tennessee too, yeah. But I heard that the softball coach might not like that too much. But a big win for your basketball team tonight, defeating Summit by 10. Of course, you lost your 27-point, giving up 27 points a game average. That went down the window, but only 38 tonight.
So, I'm okay. We come out with a win. But the way the game was played tonight, I'm happy with that.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like an inside joke, 27-point average.
Right.
Yeah. Shutting teams down 27 points, that's pretty good. 38 points is not bad either when you score 48.
Right.
But a big win for your basketball team. Now you headed to tournament action, Thanksgiving tournament action starting, Friday?
Yes, sir. We're at Easdale Friday and Saturday. 4:30 we play Sycamore, and Saturday we play at 6:30 against Hillsborough.
Okay. So playing during the holidays, so that's got to help your basketball team quite a bit.
We definitely have to run after Thanksgiving, and I know for them they would much rather get back in shape game style than to practice, which I'm also okay with. So we want to go play instead. Exactly.
Right now you got it going, like I said, 3-0 and playing great defense, and you got the rest of the team back. Kiana Edwards had to have a very exciting training and a very exciting trip.
Yes.
And now she's back. It took a couple of seconds to get basketball acclimated, but but she did well. I see her with her medals on right now. So Kiana is training for the rugby team. And once again, congratulations to the Columbia Central Lady Lions rugby team as they defeated, they won the state on Saturday. So that's very exciting. And,
yes.
And Kiana is training nationally for the national rugby team. Very exciting. So you got the three-headed monster back, and that had to be good for your basketball team. And put so much pressure on Summit. It's enjoyable to watch them get frustrated with your defense.
Yeah. So we were always proud of the girls.
Exactly. And of course, big night tonight. Survived, found the offensive touch, 22 points, and I don't know how many steals you had tonight.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I think 5 or 6, but still, you got to have the all-time steal record for Columbia Central.
Yes. Yeah, for sure, especially most in history. Our kids did a phenomenal job, but also we know the resiliency, the competitor that Savaya is. I know 100% trust what I'm going to get day in, day out. And that's phenomenal to watch, but we also, Tiana Davis stepped up huge tonight in the second half to knock down, I don't even know how many free throws that she hit for us. And so that was another big moment that kind of helped put the game away. And then we knew that we wanted to run a stall a little bit, wanted to draw them out of that little 3-2 zone that they had, drew them out, and then were able, to get fouled that way and get to the line. So, and then we definitely got some great stops, made great adjustments, great switches, and so very proud of the girls tonight.
I thought Savannah Morgan carried your basketball team. She had 16 points the first half and wound up with 22 in the game. And then the other players finally caught up. And I thought a big bucket by Tiana Davis. I don't remember what point it was. I think, 3 or 4 minutes ago. And that gave you an 8-point lead. And that started to be the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, and then Kayana came down and kind of, found her footing again and attacked the basket and got us an and one, and then finished at the free throw line. And that's really what escalated, us coming back together and determining, we're going to play our game. And then that kind of set it off.
And, of course, Tiana Davis had 13 points for the game, but she had 8 free throws in the second half. So that really helped seal the deal.
Yes.
But like I said, you got to play your full accompaniment of players today, and that had to be exciting. And I know you had to be happy to get your teammates back.
Yes, very.
Yeah. And very successful night for the Lady Lions, 3-0, as they defeat Summit 48-38. I want to thank y'all for coming up, Savannah, and continue good luck. And we certainly appreciate the quick hands and the defense that the Lady Lions provide. We enjoy that.
Thank you. We appreciate you both so much.
We thank y'all. It's halftime. Halftime score. It's Summit 35, Columbia Central 17. Back right after this.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Parks Motor Sales was founded by my granddad, Bobby Parks, and my great-granddad, Julian Mays, in 1958. We've been family-owned the whole time, and being family-owned, locally owned, means you get to get your next vehicle or your existing vehicle serviced by the same people who stand in the grocery line with you, drop their kids off at the same school you do, and smile and are happy to see you when they do. So come see us at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee on 919 Nashville Highway or parksmotorsales.com.
Looking for convenience? Try Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across Murray County, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Whether stopping in on your way to work for coffee and a biscuit, taking a plate lunch to go, or grabbing something cold to drink after a long, hot day at work, there's always one nearby. Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Proudly serving Shell gasoline.
As we start the second half, Summit leading Columbia 35-17. Summit has the basketball. Smith takes it to the hole, puts up the shot, scores, and he's fouled on the play.
Wow.
Everything that could go wrong is going wrong so far for the Lions.
It sure is. And Coach LaVere came out of that halftime locker room, and the guys were kind of walking out here to warm up for the second half. He wasn't having it. He is up these guys' rear ends right now, and he is not happy whatsoever.
Free throw up and in by Derek Smith for the three-point opportunity to start the second half. Just what the Lions didn't need. Hit the shot inside, got fouled, and one, and Summit leading now 38-17. Jackson with the ball being bumped from behind by LaFeste. And LaFeste commits a foul. That's his third, team first. And Columbia will inbound it under their basket. Polk gets it into Armstrong. To K.I. Hunt. Hunt with the ball to Jackson. Columbia has Davis, Jackson, Polk, Hunt, and Armstrong into the game. Jackson between the circles. To Hunt, to Jackson for 3 points. Got it. Kenneth Jackson knocks down the tray for Columbia for his 8th point. And Columbia trails by 18. Summit with the basketball. Dugan off to Smith. Smith goes one-on-one with Polk, spins around. An offensive foul call, Summit.
That helps out a little bit.
A little bit. Every little bit helps when you're down by 18.
Tennessee now down 5 to Purdue, 35-40 in the second half.
Jackson in the front court for Columbia. Jackson works it to the right side, dumps it off Polk.
And that's a walk.
And Polk got a running start. Steps called on Columbia. Columbia turns it over. 6:30 left in the third quarter. Columbia trailing by 18. Smith in the front court for Summit. Smith works it to the left side. Gives it off to Tate. Tate, 17-footer off the glass, no good. Rebound, fought forward, chased down. Columbia with it. Davis runs the break. Davis to the hole. Charges.
They're going to call a charge right there.
Yep. It was a good call, but the official changed his mind as he brought his hands up. He was going to call a block. And
those feet weren't set.
They're going to say he initiated contact. Unfortunately, he made the right call.
Yeah.
Third foul on Davis.
Columbia's going to turn it around. It's got to be right now.
Right now.
That's a foul. I mean, Polk pushed him.
Foul call in Columbia's Polk on the inbounded play.
Lions letting some frustration seep through here. That was a bad foul right there.
Darian Polk commits his second foul, team second. Summit with the basketball. Michael Crutcher. Crutcher with it in the front court. To Dugan. Dugan with the basketball. To Phillips. Phillips in the lane. Spins. Kicks it off to Tate. 3-point shot, Summit. Short. Rebound taken off Columbia. Horton. Horton runs the break. Throws it away. Horton running the break. Had a 2-on-1 break. And got rid of it a little quick and throws it away. Turns it over to Summit.
Yeah, just a bad pass.
Summit in the front court. Being worked on by Horton. Drives. Ball stolen by Columbia. Jackson with the steal. Jackson kicks it off Polk. Polk to the hole. Lays it up there.
Got
Good.
it.
And he's fouled on the play. Polk lays it in for his 9th point. And he's fouled on the play. Basket is good. And Darian Polk will have the N1.
Could cut it down to 15 here.
Foul called on Keenan West, his first.
Lead was up to 21 for Summit.
Team second. Darian Polk at the line shooting a free throw by N1 for Columbia. Free throw is good by Polk. Darian Polk scores his 10th point. And Columbia trails by 15. Ball stolen Columbia. Hunt with the steal. Gives it off Jackson. Jackson lays it up. Is fouled on the shot on the layup. And Jackson will go to the line shooting 2 for Columbia. Lions slowly trying to get back in this ball game.
They are. They're showing some fight here.
Down by 15.
That's coming from Coach Revere. And they're finally starting to feel a little of his fire.
Foul called on Jackson Puri, his second foul. Team 4th. Jackson, big free throws here. Free throw Jackson, got it. Kenneth Jackson scores his 9th point. He'll get one more free throw. Columbia slowly chipping away.
They're trying to.
Second free throw, Jackson is good for his 10th point. And it's a 13-point ball game. Full court pressure, Columbia. Derek Smith with it in backcourt.
And call a timeout.
Timeout is called. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Summit 38, Columbia 25. We'll be back right after this.
Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry. We exceed your expectations.
This is WKRM 103.7 FM and 1340 AM, the home for the Columbia Central Lions for the past 75 years.
Summit with the basketball after the timeout. Gets it in the front court. Offensive foul call.
Hey.
Offensive foul call against Summit. Bumped Malachi Horton.
Yeah, he was trying to get separation on Horton. He was playing good defense. Gave him a little bit of a shove, and Columbia kind of feeling it.
5 minutes left, third quarter. Lions has cut it to 13, 38-25. Kenneth Jackson with the basketball. Jackson drives, turnaround shot Jackson, short. Rebound ripped out of there by Summit. Smith pushes it down the floor to Puri. Puri with it in the front court. Puri being pressured by Polk. Gets it back out on top to Smith, and a moving pick.
Wow.
Oh, wow. A moving pick wipes out Horton, and the foul is called on Cade Linfesti. Linfesti commits the foul. That's his 4th. Man, that was I
don't think he was moving, but I'm not gonna argue with the bad call there. Yeah, maybe some arm action right there, pushing up, but
foul goes against Linfesti. Columbia's basketball. Jackson with it to Polk. Polk is fouled on the play. And
we're at the line the rest of the way.
And the bonus will go to the line. Lions will go to the line. Polk shooting 2 free throws from here on out in the third quarter.
I like Polk at the line. That's who you want there.
Phillips commits the foul. That's his 2nd. Free throw, Polk is good. Columbia couldn't get anything to drop in the second quarter, and free throws beginning to drop now. It's a 12-point game. Second free throw is good by Darion Polk. Scores his 12th point, and Columbia cuts it to 11. 11-point game. It was as high as 21 earlier.
Yes.
Ball stolen, Columbia. Horton with the steal. Horton is bumped. Horton kicks it off Jackson. Jackson for 3. Yes! It's good.
Money!
Jackson knocks down the tray after the steal by Horton. And it's a 8-point game.
No stupid fouls.
Summit commits the foul. Columbia commits the foul on Summit. Marty Phillips is fouled on the play. Jackson knocks down a big 3 for Columbia. And it's a 8-point game. Columbia commits the foul. Summit inbounds it under their basket. Puri with the shot, no good. Bell into the game. Bell puts it back and scores.
Yeah, they've got Bell back in there. It's tough to defend him.
Jackson with it, brings it in the front court. Jackson in the lane, hangs up the shot. Got it. Kenneth Jackson knocks it down for his 15th point. And it's still an 8-point game. Columbia picks up the defense. Puri with it to Phillips. Phillips in the front court. Puts up the 3-point shot. No good. Rebound fought for. And a foul called on Horton on a grab.
That's 2 for Summit from the line.
Malachi Horton commits the foul. His first. And Summit will go to the line shooting 2 free throws. Keenan West.
I was just about to say, at what point does Dravius Hall come back in to defend Bell?
Free throw by West is good. His first point tonight.
And there he goes to the table and comes into the game.
Horton goes out. Also, Jalen Knight goes out. Columbia will have Davis, Jackson, Jaravius Hall, Tellington into the game. And also in for Columbia is Polk. Free throw is good by Summit. Davis drives the lane, had it stripped away, saved by Polk. Polk with the basketball, gives it off to Jackson. Jackson works it on the left side, gives it off to Polk between the circles. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Columbia trails by 10. Polk puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Hall. Hall with a putback, no good. And there's a foul call.
It'll be Hall going to the line here.
Jaravius Hall will go to the line for Columbia, shooting 2 free throws, fouled in the act of shooting. And they also in the bonus. Foul called on Puri, picks up his 3rd foul. Hall, free throw is good. Jaravius Hall knocks down the free throw for his 2nd point of the night. Hall will get another free throw. Free throw Hall is good. Hall knocks down 2 free throws for Columbia. Jaravius has 3 points. And Columbia's trailing by 8. Summit with it in the front court. Then worked on by Polk. Loses the ball. Taken away by Hall to Davis. Davis with it to Jackson. Jackson with it in the front court to Hall. Hall drives, spins, kicks it out Jackson to Davis. Davis drives all the way under, puts up the shot. No good. Davis comes up with a rebound. Kicks it out on top Jackson. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Columbia trails by 8. Columbia with the basketball. Kenneth Jackson with it. Slows it down. Gives it off to Polk. Polk drives all the way. Spins. Jumps it inside to Davis. Davis puts up the shot.
Oh,
good.
wow.
What a play by Jordan Davis and what a pass by Polk to Davis. And Jordan Davis scores his first field goal of the night. Summit, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound fought for. Davis goes out of bounds to Columbia. Columbia cuts it to 6 with 2:02 left in the third quarter.
Big time energy going on here.
Jackson goes out of the game. K.I. Hunt into the game for Columbia. Big time. Picked it up. Hunt gets the ball to Davis. Davis back to Hunt. Hunt walks it in the front court as Kenneth Jackson goes out for a rest. Jackson has played well for Columbia. Official stops action.
Like Coach Burgess was on the floor.
Had a bench warning against Summit.
He's been out there all night. I guess that's the first time they've seen that.
Hunt inbounds the play to Davis. 42-36. Columbia's cut Summit's lead to 6. 3-point shot Davis, no good. Rebound Bell for Summit. Summit with the basketball. Big miss. Summit with the basketball. Smith drives. Shot put up no good. Ball deflected. Saved by Columbia. Davis. Davis puts it down the floor to Jaravius Hall. Hall spins, shoots, scores Columbia. Jaravius Hall with a bucket for his 5th point. Great pass that time, Davis. Davis to Hall for the bucket.
Huge shot.
Cut it to 4. 42-38. Summit with it. Trapped in backcourt. Gets it in the front court for Summit. Summit with it, spins down the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound fought for Summit. Summit puts it up again, no good. Fight for the loose ball, picked up by Columbia. Hunt to Davis. Davis pushes it down the floor, kicks it off. Polk for three, no good. Rebound Summit. Summit pushes it down the floor. Summit got a 1-on-3 breakaway and whistle and a foul. Over and back, carry the ball. A carry, and Summit turns it over. Summit turns it over. Lions on the prowl. Lions trying to growl. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Lions trail by as many as 21 points, and they trail by 4. 42-38.
Perfect way to put it, Barry. They are certainly on the prowl.
Jackson back into the game for Columbia.
And they're fired up, too.
Columbia got their quick team in. Columbia will have Hall, Polk, Jackson, Hunt, and Davis into the game.
You got the quick team and Jaravius Hall in.
Exactly. 42-38. Columbia down by 4. Columbia with the basketball. Clock down to 39 seconds.
Charge.
And offensive foul called against Columbia. Offensive foul against Columbia. Call the foul on Jaravius Hall. Hall commits his third foul. Summit with the basketball. Linfesti. Linfesti spins, kicks it off his foot, picks it back up. Linfesti kicks it off on the right side, on the left side. Smith has it deflected, taken back by Summit. Phillips with it. Phillips had it deflected, now taken back by Summit. Summit goes inside, shot put up and in is good.
Great defense by Columbia. They just found the outlet.
Cade Linfesti with the putback. Clock down to 8 seconds. Columbia down by 6. 44-38. Columbia with the ball. Jackson. Pump, fake, three, short. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters, the score. It's Summit 44, Columbia 38. We'll be back right after this.
We always get the question, what is Caledonian? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonian? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degrees. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is Clayton Harris, and you're listening to the home of the Columbia Central High Lions, 103.7 WKRM, Columbia, Tennessee.
.44-38 is the score. Lions trail by 6. They've been down as many as 21 points. Lions have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Down by 6. Ball goes to Hunt. Hunt on the baseline. Spins, shoots, got it. K.I. Hunt knocks it down. And the Lions trail by 4, 44-40.
That was a pretty shot by K.I.
His first 2 of the night. Columbia back, Summit back the other way. And a foul called against Columbia.
I mean, the finger roll right there from K.I. on the turnaround jumper. That was pretty.
Kenneth Jackson commits the foul. That's his third. And the coach for Summit very upset for some reason.
He sure is.
Says Columbia can't move on the line.
And the AED somewhere on standby.
Marty Phillips at the line, shooting free throws.
That didn't look healthy.
44-40, Columbia's cut Summit's lead to 4. Free throw Phillips is good. Marty Phillips scores his 15th point, his first point in the second half. Second free throw Phillips is good. Phillips knocks down 2 free throws for his 16th point, and Columbia trails by 6. K.I. Hunt with the basketball. Hunt Columbia's Hunt, Polk, Horton, Davis, and Armstrong. Davis in the lane. Kicks off on the right side to Hunt. Goes all the way under. Puts up the shot. Good.
Nice.
K.I. Hunt scores. Columbia.
Great shot. Just a little floater on the baseline.
46-42. Hangs it up there and scores. Phillips, a dangerous shooter, drives the lane, hangs it up there. Marty Phillips scores for Summit. Phillips has 18 points. Columbia back the other way, down by 6. Hunt with the basketball. 6:55 left in the game. Polk with it to Hunt. Lob inside Armstrong. Spins. Back to Hunt. Hunt for 3. Got it.
Yes.
K.I. Hunt knocks down the tray for Columbia.
Money.
Hunt scores his 7th point, and it's a 3-point game. Summit with the
Huge
basketball,
shot.
up by 3.
Huge shot. Closest it's been since the first quarter.
Phillips with it, dangerous shooter. Jumps it inside, ball loose, stolen Columbia. Davis to Polk. Polk lays it up there, got it.
Yes.
Polk scores for Columbia. His 14th point, and Columbia cuts it to a point. Summit 48, Columbia 47. 6:15 left in the game.
There's the time to execute.
The Lions are back. Summit. Linfesti dumps it inside. Shot put up and in. Great pass, Linfesti. And he got it inside to Keenan West, and West bangs it in for his first field goal and his 3rd point of the night. And Summit leads by 3, 50-47. Hunt with it on the right side. Out on top, Polk. Skips it over to Horton. To Davis. Back to Horton. Polk for 3. No good. Tipped out. Taken off by Summit. Long rebound taken off by Summit. Derek Smith. Smith with the basketball. Walks it in the front court. Smith gives it off to
What a block.
Phillips. Phillips' shot is blocked away by Armstrong, Columbia.
Armstrong got a little bit of a limp there after that block shot. He's going to stay in there.
And that's one thing Armstrong can do, and that's block shots. His timing is impeccable.
Well, you hope he can at 6'6".
Summit with the inbounded feed, taking it to the rack and scoring is Derek Smith. Made it look easy, scores his 9th point. And Columbia trails by 5. Hunt to Horton. Gives it off to Columbia's Vaughn. Dumps it inside Armstrong, drives, loses the handle, and taken away by Summit. Summit pushes it down the floor. Summit goes all the way under, puts up the shot. Linfesti scores his 8th point. And Summit now leads by 7. 54-47. 4:45 left in the ball game. Hunt to Vaughn to Horton. Horton with the basketball. Davis to Horton. They work it around the perimeter. Hunt for 3. No good. Rebound ripped out of there by Summit. Bell is tough on the glass.
Yeah, he is.
Bell with the rebound. Summit brings it in the front court. Drives, spins, Linfesti. Gives it up to West. Back to Linfesti. To Smith. Clock down to 4:05. Columbia trailing 54-47. Summit with the basketball. West spinning is Phillips. Phillips spins, bangs it off the glass, and scores his 20th point. Marty Phillips has 20 points for Summit and makes it a 9-point lead, 56-47. 3:45 left. Horton dumps it inside Armstrong to Davis. Davis puts up the shot. Oh, rolls out, no good. Would have been the and one. Would have been and one. Foul call Summit. Shot wouldn't stay down. That would have been a big bucket.
It would have been a huge bucket.
But had a chance for the and one. Foul called on Summit's Makai Bell. Bell commits his 3rd foul. Davis at the line. Free throw Davis. First free throw is good. Jordan Davis consistently averaging 17.5 points a game for the last 2 years. Scores his 4th point tonight for Columbia.
Been an off night for him.
Davis will get another free throw. Free throw Davis is good. Davis has 5 points, and it's a 7-point ball game now, 56-49. 3:35 left. in the ball game. Phillips is allegedly fouled by Columbia's Polk.
It's a ghost foul.
It was. He didn't touch it. Polk picks up his third foul. Phillips to Bell. Back to Phillips. Clock down to 3:25. Columbia trails by 7 now. Smith to Bell. Ball slapped away by Jaravius Hall. Picked back up by Bell.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Foul called away from the ball on Columbia's Kenneth Jackson. And the Summit player can only smile and says, I can't believe he called that. Foul call on Jackson. I got him with 4. Jackson goes out of the game. Brandon LeBeer talking to the official.
He's getting a tech. Or he's about to.
Gets a timeout. Columbia calls a timeout. I thought he got a tech too.
Yeah, he was about to.
Got a timeout. There's 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Summit 56, Columbia 49. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Are you a homeowner looking to unlock the potential of your home equity? Explore a home equity loan with First Farmers. Hi, this is Felicia Brown with First Farmers, and we would like to invite you to access funds with a home equity loan. For home improvements, invest in education, or simplify your finances, you can make your dreams a reality with the power of your home equity. Get started today. Apply online at myfirstfarmers.com or call to speak with one of our team specialists at 1-800-882-8378. Equal Housing Lender.
3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Columbia's trailed by as many as 21. They trail by 7, 56-49. Summit will have the basketball side front court. Lipinski inbounds the play, gets it into Smith. Smith with it, working to the right side, being worked on by Polk. Summit with it, dumps it inside to West. Shot put up, no good. Foul called against Columbia. And Summit will be shooting 2 free throws.
Another interesting one.
Very.
Been a lot of interesting ones tonight, Barry.
Foul called Jordan Davis, his 4th foul. At the line for Summit, Cade Linfesti. Free throw Linfesti, no good.
I think that was two line violations on Summit right there. They only got 1 shot, and then they violated on the second shot too, so no shots. So that's a win, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Still a 7-point game. Hunt in the front court for Columbia. Hunt between the circles, gets a pick. Oh, Davis fouled out. They call a illegal screen.
Now LeBeer is
offensive foul against Columbia. Jordan Davis, and Davis fouls out of the ball game.
Wow.
With 2:43 left. Jordan Davis fouls out of the game with 5 points tonight, picking up his 5th foul on an illegal screen on a Summit with the basketball. Summit travels on the play. Turns it over to Columbia. And ball don't lie.
Yes, it don't.
2:37 left in the game. Can the Lions flip on the switch?
They're getting all the opportunities in the world. They just got to capitalize on them.
Polk falls down, gives it off to Vaughn. Vaughn back to Polk. Polk top of the key, drives the lane, hangs up the shot. Rolling, won't go. Rebound, Hall. Hall puts it back.
It's got to be a foul, too.
Scores. Hall scores for Columbia. Hall with the putback under duress. And Jaravius Hall scores his 7th point, and it's a 5-point game with 2:05 left. Oh, Summit travels. Oh, my goodness. Columbia playing good defense. Summit travels. They get it down to Bell, but no call. No call on the play. And he skated across the lane.
Yeah, he sure did. And that's a foul?
Oh, my goodness.
That's a foul.
They call a foul on Columbia. They call it on Vaughn. Vaughn commits his third foul.
This is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
I didn't know that one finger on an arm is a foul playing defense.
And taking 4 choppy steps is not a foul. I mean, not a turnover. Derek Smith at the line scores his 10th point. Free throw is good. He'll get one more for Summit. 57-51, 6-point game. Second free throw is good. Derek Smith has 11 points. 1 minute, 55 seconds left in the game. Columbia trailing as Summit leads 58-51. Timeout on the court. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking to turn your car into cold, hard cash today? Don't look any further than Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. You probably know us for selling cars, but did you know we're in the business of buying cars? That's right, we buy all makes and models at top dollar every day. Show up with your car and leave with cash. It's that easy. Stop by today to get a written offer on your vehicle. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia is family owned and proud to serve our community.
You can count on us.
1 minute, 55 seconds left in the ball game. Columbia trails by 7, 58-51. Columbia with the basketball. Polk brings it in the front court. Columbia have Polk. 3-point shot, Polk, short, rebound, fault forward, taken off by Summit. Summit with the basketball.
Something drastic's got to happen here.
Big miss. And
Carry.
Summit carries the ball. Derek Smith with the carry turns it over to Columbia.
Yeah, how many times has Summit carried the basketball tonight? I think that's the 4th carry call.
4 out of 8 ain't bad, I guess. Polk in the front court for Columbia. Down by 7. Minute 30 left. Polk looking for, finds Horton. Drops it off to Hunt. Hunt drives the baseline under duress. Out on top to Horton. Horton to Polk. Polk drives. Kicks it off to Vaughn. Horton for 3. No good. Rebound, fault forward. Going to call a foul on Jaravius Hall.
This is 4th.
Hall commits the foul. That's his 4th. Columbia trails by 7, and Summit will walk to the line. Shooting 2 free throws is Bell. (58-51). Lions trail by 7. Minute 12 left in the game. Bell at the line, shooting 2. First free throw, Bell, short, no good. Bell will get another free throw. Bell, second free throw, no good. Rebound tip, taken by Summit. Summit with the basketball. Coming out of there with it is Derek Smith. Summit calls timeout. 1:03 left in the game. Timeout on the court. Summit 58, Columbia 51. Back right after this.
Foster Insurance Agency is a locally owned independent agency and a proud member of the Insurers of Tennessee. Foster represents many top-rated insurance companies such as Auto Owners Insurance. The great team at Foster has been servicing Columbia and surrounding areas in Middle Tennessee since 1952 and offers many commercial and personal insurance products. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient location at 204 West 4th Street in Columbia, Tennessee.
This is WKRM 103.7 Columbia, Tennessee. Your home for the Columbia Central Lions for over 75 years.
One minute and 3 seconds remain in the ball game. Columbia trails by 7. Summit 58, Columbia 51.
Like I said, something drastic's going to happen here.
Big time. Summit will have the ball to be inbounded underneath their basket. Summit gets it in, runs over a Columbia player, puts up the shot, and it's good, and the basket is good. They run a play toward the basket, runs over the Columbia player, puts up the shot, scores, and call a foul on Columbia.
Yep. Story of the night.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
Derek Smith goes to the line shooting 2 free throws.
Wish we could implement our instant replay down on the floor and challenge some calls here.
Free throw up, no good. He'll get one more. Foul called on Hunt, his second. And I'll give him another free throw after the missed free throw. 1 minute left.
I mean, the guy's calling it from the opposite side of the line.
Derek Smith will get another free throw. Free throw is good. Second free throw is good by Derek Smith. 10-point game, 61-51 on the three-point opportunity. Foul call on Summit.
Just their second of the quarter.
Foul called on Marty Phillips, his third foul.
Don't see how that's possible, but it is.
Hunt inbounds the play, gets it into Vaughn. Vaughn with it to Polk. Polk drives, puts up the shot. Foul call Summit. Keenan West commits his second foul. With 45 seconds left in the game, Summit up by 10. Demarion Polk at the line shooting 2. First free throw, Polk, no good. He'll get one more. Polk has 14 points tonight for Columbia. Second free throw, Polk, no good. Rebound Summit, Linfesti to Smith. Smith is fouled by Polk. Polk commits his fourth foul. Set to come in for Columbia is Jalen Knight. And at the line for Summit, shooting 2 free throws, Derek Smith. Polk goes out of the ball game.
It made Polk come out because of something with his uniform, but there was nothing wrong with his uniform at all.
And he's been playing most of the game.
I don't get that.
Derek Smith at the line for Summit. Shooting 2. Free throw. Smith is good. Derek Smith has 15 points for Summit. 40 seconds left in the game. Columbia trails by 11 now. Jalen Knight into the game for the Lions. Free throw no good. Knight with the rebound. Hunt in the front court. Hunt takes it down the lane. Almost had it stripped. Gives it off to Myers. Myers with the shot. Got it. Myers. Jackson Myers scores his 5th point tonight off the bench. And Summit wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 22 seconds left in the game. It's an 8-point game. 62-54 Summit. I don't know if Columbia's got an 8-point play with 22 seconds left. But but a timely timeout
for
by Summit.
Anybody that cares, I know me and Barry do. 61 all with 3:44 to go in the second half in the Tennessee and Purdue game, all tied up at 61.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Tennessee was down by 7, and I believe 8 at one point, and they've clawed back, and we're all tied up.
22 seconds remain here in Columbia. 62-54, Lions trail by 8. Summit will have a ball. Linfesti to inbound. Columbia full court pressure, man for man. Smith. They get it in the front court. They get it off to Tate. And a foul call, not intentional, but he fouled him intentionally, but
pretty much
to stop the clock. And Summit would go to the line. Cade LaFesti.
Just about do it.
Foul called on Vaughn, his 4th foul. Linfesti, free throw is good. Linfesti scores his 9th point. He can get in double figures with a successful free throw here for Summit. Has 9 points. 63-54, 14 seconds left. Bell back in. I don't know why they don't leave Bell in more, because he certainly makes things happen when he's in the game. Rebounding, scoring, and everything. Second free throw, no good.
I think he's the best player they got.
He is.
He probably only played half the game.
K.I. Hunt with a shot. Got it. Whoa. K.I. Hunt with a long three-point shot for his 10th point. 1 second, 0. That's it. 63-57 is the final score. Summit wins 63-47 over Columbia. 63-57 is the final score as Columbia trailed by as many as 21. And the final score, it's Summit winning over Columbia 63-57.
Hey, they made it interesting. I mean, that's really all you could ask for. If you told me that they would have made it interesting at the end of this first half, I would have been pretty proud of the Lions tonight. You know, obviously not a great first half and, you know, not a terrific second half either, but they clawed back in this thing and made it close, especially that last shot by K.I., you know, made the score look a little better on paper. But again, a great scene here if you're still tuned in on the live stream, all the team coming together at midcourt to have a little prayer.
That is nice. A midcourt prayer, both teams, coaches, players, and support cast. Final score, it's Summit winning over Columbia Central tonight by the score of 63-57. Summit winning 63-57 over Columbia. And earlier tonight, it was the Columbia Central Lady Lions winning 48-38 over the Summit Lady Spartans. Jordan Davis fouled out of the game with 2:43 left. Only had 5 points tonight. Had 1 point the first half and 4 the second half. Kenneth Jackson fouled out with 15 points tonight. K.I. Hunt had 10 points tonight. Demarion Polk had 14 points tonight for Columbia.
A good game from him.
D.K. Armstrong didn't score tonight, but had a couple of blocked shots and rebounds. Jaravius Hall had one of his bigger offensive nights. He had 7 points tonight for Columbia. And that rounded out the scoring for Columbia. For Summit, Makai Bell had 13 points. 9 points, Cade Linfesti. Andrew Dugan had 2. Derek Smith had 15. And Keenan West had 3. Also a big night for Marty Phillips off the bench. Marty Phillips scored 20 points for Summit off the bench tonight. So the final score, Summit defeating the Columbia Central Lions by the score of 63-57. And the Lady Lions winning tonight by the score of 48-38. Certainly want to thank the sponsors for Columbia Central High School basketball action on 103.7 WKRM, Front Porch Radio Network Sports. Want to thank the sponsors. Also want to thank my engineer, my color commentator here tonight, Lou Maddox, did an outstanding job.
As a Jew, Barry. Appreciate it.
And from the Lions Den, I'm Barry Duke saying everybody have a great Thanksgiving and good night from the Lions Den.
This is WKRM 103.7 FM and 1340 AM, the home for the Columbia Central Lions for the past 75 years.